What is going on, everybody? What's going on? Oh my goodness, man! Look, I thank everybody for being here tonight. So, um, trying to get everything, still getting everything settled in over here as far as in a new place. But if you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like that stream, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. Oh my goodness, we filing in like it's church. Uh, as everybody know, we broadcast between Twitter and YouTube, and also make sure everything is coming up real soon. Hold on one second. Let me. Can you hear me? All right. All right. So before we get into that, man, let's go ahead and hit this commercial break and be right back in just a minute.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for SWAC Media Day, July 16th, 2024, being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby.
So no further ado, I'm gonna introduce y'all my guest. He's been on the show, been a guest of the show once before. Y'all already know who he is, man. You can catch my man on Instagram, on Twitter, and you also catch him on YouTube with the realest podcast that's out there. Put it on something. Bring up to you my boy First Letter. What's happening? What's
going on, man? What the business is, Doc?
Had to bring. I told you I had to bring it back out, man.
Ain't no doubt, no doubt. Hey, you know I appreciate you, dog. You already know it.
Oh yeah, man. Look, I'm still trying to get acclimated in my new place, so that's the reason why I'm kind of late. So I'm trying to put everything. I'm trying to get everything settled and stuff like that. So
look, I thought we were never gonna link up again after that Cowboys Packers playoff game. Now I thought it was a little rough for us there. Now.
Oh no. Ain't nothing rough. The only thing that's rough right now is my damn Mavericks shit the damn toilet. You know,
man, I've been rooting
shit
for y'all
pants
too,
right
man.
now.
As a Laker fan, bro, I was rooting for y'all to keep them Celtics from breaking the tie.
All I know is, man, yesterday I watched the game from work.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how you gonna foul Luka out with like 4 minutes left, 4 or 5 minutes left in the game? That to me that make no sense. That
right.
Don't put the game into the hands of the refs. That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, you right.
Because they sure did, excuse my language, they sure did fucked it up. I'm telling you that I was so pissed. I was putting up stuff at work and I was like, you know what? I'm about to throw this shit at my phone at the damn cosmetic line. Just chunking at the chick.
What was the vibe in the city just along this run?
Man, the vibe in the city was straight, man. We ain't caught a vibe like this since I know we went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. But we ain't caught a run like this since 2011.
Yeah.
There was a serious run right here. like we talking about. Look, I know I brag a lot, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. I'm like, we gonna beat these green niggas right here. We gonna put them in their grave, and we gonna celebrate going down towards Victory Plaza at the
Right.
American Airlines Center. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there in attendance like I was in 2011 with
Well,
my with short shirt and a hat and all the water I can drink because I know it's gonna be hot than the motherfucker out there.
look, it's never happened. Nobody's ever come back from '03 in the NBA. But at some point it gotta happen, right? At
It
some
gotta.
point, history gotta be
It has
made.
to happen. It has to happen. It
All
gotta
right.
happen. Man, but man, let me get on my Mavericks because we're gonna talk NBA talk, we're gonna talk NFL, we're gonna talk SWAC football
Right.
and that good old JSU football. But first and foremost, we got the EP out. I know
Well, it's actually just a single. It's
it's a
actually just a
single.
single. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
let me
yeah.
take that back. It's a
Yeah, I'm
single.
dropping the EP later on this year, okay? Called First Man. You know what I'm talking about? That'll be out later on, but I wanted to lead out before football season. Wanted to drop the single on everybody. Stop hating on thee. Okay, y'all can get that wherever you download or stream stuff. You can go get that right now. You feel me?
Man, I listened to it. Shoot, hey, you put some work in that thing, man.
Man, I try to, man.
You
Try
got
to.
put some work in that thing right there, bro. Like for real, man. It like just listen to it, just listen to the hook. Like, man, stop hating on us.
Well, see, it was with the hook. It was a real one that hit me up on in my DM on Twitter. I need to look back and find and see who that was. But they were
Mm-hmm.
like, "We need a chant. We need a chant." You know, and I wasn't. I was already in the midst of making the record, but I wasn't gonna do like a chant type of hook initially. But when they said that, I wanted to shift it more so towards making more anthemic, but also just the concept of stop hating on D, bro. Like in the last 2 years, we've been through much shit, so much shit online.
Right.
So many lies that still fester to this day. In 2024, I made a post on Instagram. I simply said to the real one down with Jack State University, hey, let's donate to the women's basketball team. You know, that's when they on their run for another SWAC
Yeah.
champion, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go against UConn, all that stuff. And, I got hella followers over there on Instagram. So it's not just our community over there. So you got folks from around the country chiming in.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody gonna chime in and respond to me asking folks to donate to black children, they gonna say, "Hey, no, bro, they stole from Prime," and I'm like, "What the
The fuck?
fuck?"
Wait a minute. Hold on. See, this is the thing. This is the thing I don't like right here. Why are we continuing to put Prime in our business? The man is in the mountains. He in the Big 12 right now.
Right.
So he got a whole tall task to deal with. Why are y'all worried about what had happened? And if it did happen almost 3 years ago, 2 years ago, put it like that. Why y'all keep worried about this? Like for real.
And
To
it's a
me,
lie. You know what I'm saying? Like you letting this misinformation linger out here. And yes, we got a new coach that we happy with. That brother got a situation he happy with, but that lie that was allowed to fester is still out there having negative ramifications. You feel me?
yeah.
One of my brothers just 2 weeks ago, he saw a clip on Instagram and he hit me up because he know I cover the team hard. I took him to his first Jackson State games this year, and he became a fan. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now he invested. So he sees something on the internet talking about that. So he hit me. I'm like, bro, it's 2024. These lies still out here. Folks got to
Right.
stop the hate, bro. And I get tired of it. Like I said, in my breakdown of the record, some people got a whole industry basically off hating off Jack State. It's lucrative
Yeah.
to hate on Jack State, to do segments and do all that kind of shit, hating on Jack State. So all that kind of stuff went into the hook and into the overall record. So it's one bigging up the university, but also bigging up Coach Taylor, because I do the record from his vantage point, his standpoint.
Yeah, man. When we talk about this, because I get tired of it. Look, I don't give a damn. Let's just play some football.
Right.
Can my man right here get better than 74 from last season? And can this dude right here turn around what was by far, you started off hot and then you shit your pants?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you turn that 4-8 round to something more positive? I don't care about the hoopla or nothing like that. And see, that's what we kind of got infatuated with, like with all the hoopla, with all the backstage, I wouldn't say politics, but in a sense that's what it was. But can TC coach his team without any distractions? Can Prime coach his team without having a whole damn mutiny over here with his program? Because at the end of the day, Gron gonna get drafted. Travis gonna get drafted.
Yeah,
He trying to get Shiloh drafted. What he gonna do after that? He gonna barbecue. He gonna mildew.
That's a big question. Look, that's a big question, man, because as I would say last year when I was covering them as well, and yes, I still do cover them when they play. And hell, like most of the country, I'm interested in how the hell they do out there. I'm interested in that. So the way Shador was moving last year and the way he been moving
this year,
this summer, this off season, it's real question. Like football is violence, bro. You know how these folks complain about Caitlin Clark and they mistreated
we gonna
her.
talk about that too.
They fouling her hard. Well, imagine that when Shador make it to the league, if you come in on this, rich kid shit, man, them edge rushers ain't finna play with you. They don't care nothing about. They ain't never even seen your dad to play. You feel me? So like, you got that over there, but like with us, I think we locked in. I think last year was tough not to have the stuff in the back of your mind comparing to the 2 years of success we had just had. You know what I'm saying? But this year, I think, okay, whatever whatever mistakes Coach Taylor may have made as a novice, he's a vet in coaching, but still, that was the first year as the head man.
Right.
Okay. And as a former coach who's been a head man, I've been an assistant coach. Okay. You're gonna work your ass off in either position. Don't get it twisted. Okay. As an assistant, you working. But as a head, it could be one of your assistants fuck up. You don't get the blame. It could be something you taught these kids to do this right. Them stands gonna blame you for it. Lack of ball security, they must not be doing no drills and practice for that. Okay, misread, they ain't teach. You gonna get the blame for everything. And so being able to deal with that, schematically coming up with stuff, recruiting, all that stuff, man. I think going into this year, I feel real confident.
Yeah,
I really do.
I feel confident. Just looking at the team, looking at what we got. Kind of just going through. We won't know anything until I keep saying this. Won't know anything till after media day next month when those rosters are all finalized. When everything is coming in, and then you probably gonna get some last second transfers come in on the grad level. So, I don't, I'm not putting hedging anything on a kid or just, a specific team. My whole thing is you gonna play as a team. All that individual shit is for the birds. Cause all that was under him. We gotta play, you know what I'm saying? Gotta play as a team. Gotta play as a team. And first and foremost, it's gotta start with the QB. It's gotta start with your boy from exit 119.
Kent Town, baby. I'm in
Jacoby
Cantown
Morgan.
right now at my mama house, baby. Yeah, buddy. I'm right down the street from Nichols Middle School right now. Okay, Cantonians, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know where I am. You feel me? Shout out.
Yeah, so it started off with Jacoby Morgan, man. But he got a little bit of competition though. He got a little bit of competition. Cameron, the guy came in from Eastern Michigan, played football, and he on the baseball. He, gonna play baseball. Be a pitcher. He got competition. He still got Zion McDonald out there from Ridgeland. You got, I think, Ethan Terrell out here from where I'm at, DLW area, Louisville. He gonna come in. Been here since the spring. He got a little bit of competition, but that's to only spark him to make sure they stay on top. What do you think we gonna do? What do you think he has to do to make sure that his name can be solidified in Jackson State history?
Man, I think coming off of that injury and then playing, I don't think we got to see the full him. I really don't. You feel me? Hey, appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. I'll make sure I tell my mama that she really appreciates when y'all give her well wishes. Real talk.
Same
Okay?
here, man.
Appreciate it. But I don't think we saw the full version of Jacoby. Okay. So now that he had this off season, sure the coach is working with him. TC is an offensive mind, you feel me? Hopefully we see some synergy there. And if he can go ahead and get us that SWAC title and get us to the Celebration Bowl, to get your name in history, you gotta win.
Right.
That's the name of the game. If you get us where we want to go, okay, that solidifies everything. Just win, baby. That's what Al Davis said.
He always say it.
You gotta win. You gotta win, man. It's kind of like I said in a segment before. I compared the team to the Dallas Cowboys, and I know, hey, you gonna get this as a real one from Dallas. You gonna get this. You gonna get
this.
Hey
man, come on now. We ain't gotta go there.
You gonna get this. You gonna get this. You gonna feel this, okay? Because some suckers didn't get it. The Dallas Cowboys, y'all are the biggest brand in all of sports, right? Biggest brand in all of sports, okay? Y'all Cowboy fans are the most. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Y'all ride or die. Y'all ride or die. I got a brother he got a Challenger like I got a Challenger. That goddamn Challenger is in Cowboy colors. You understand me? You go into his office, he got Cowboy paraphernalia everywhere. My godson's first name is Landry, after Tom Landry. You understand me?
Man.
Yes, my brother like that for real. So he supposed to do as a fan, just like a Jack State fan. We do what the hell we supposed to do. We were leading in attendance when we were trash. Were we not?
We were leading it.
When we were trash, we were leading in attendance. We were talking our shit when we were trash. Folks were flying their flags, okay, when we were trash, okay?
Yep.
And of course, we're going to do the same when we were up, all right? So, and our brand is big. We're in HBCU blue blood, despite what people that don't know what the hell they be talking about be saying.
Okay. Are we talking about the brand talk that I had?
Well, no, I just people like Joey Galloway. Remember when Joey Galloway?
Oh yeah, I remember Joey Galloway.
He had never heard of us. He had never heard of us. You cover football. You don't know what arguably the greatest football player ever played football. That's like saying you don't know Michael Jordan played for North Carolina. Right. Or you don't know that Patrick Ewing played for Georgetown, that Hakeem played for Houston. Like you just if you know ball, you know ball. But we're blue blood. But our team gotta live up to that blue blood status.
Right.
That's what we want. So if Jacobian can help us do that, and especially because he's from Canton, Mississippi, and well, that damn that marching band we call them the baby boom. Okay, when I grew up, Jack State would come, the boom, the real boom would come march in the parades. Okay, Wavy Dave be coming down. He scared the shit.
I remember it.
He scared the shit out of me, by the way. Okay,
I
I was
remember
a
it.
little kid. That time he come through in that damn thing. I'm thinking it's a real tiger or something. He scared the shit out of me. Like the fact that Jacobian is from here, that's gonna take it to a whole nother level. Okay, hell, we probably gonna throw his ass a parade if he get it done. Like,
Oh yeah,
so he just gotta win. We gotta win.
gotta win. So we got on the defensive side of the ball. That's where majority of our issues came at.
Mm-hmm.
Except for in the defensive secondary, where we made, we led the FCS in interceptions for the majority of the season.
Mm-hmm.
We got new defensive play. We got new defensive play caller in Terezo Quinn, who's the new DC. We got a young defensive line coach in Callie James.
Mm-hmm.
We got a young linebacker coach, Chris Orr,
Mm-hmm.
and Javancy, who was a Jackson State great.
Mm-hmm.
Magana, cornerbacks coach, young man. I'm looking down the line as far as our coaching staff. It's young. But on the defensive side, it's young, but I see potential with what we got as far as our defensive, on the defense. What is the main thing we gotta do for this season to make sure we don't put the I lost my hold on. All right. Just got a message. He said he'd be right back. So excuse me. Be right back. So computer crash. So we gonna get it done. Last week. This is the last week of the Drive to 205 initiative. So appreciate Miss Gloria sent $25 this morning. I mean, was it yesterday? This morning. Appreciate Miss Gloria. Boy Antonio Lauderdale sent 25 today. Appreciate him. So we are really trying to get close to this goal. So we're looking at a little bit about $350 left to finish out, and we're gonna be riding high. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you could use PayPal, Zelle, and Cash App to send the fund. Also use the Super Chat. That will help us along the way. But let me see if we can get my guy back on. Here we go. All right.
My bad. I'm telling y'all, real ones, the feds be messing with your boy. With another real one. They've been messing with me since college. I'm telling y'all now. My OG has ties to the Black Panther Party for self-defense. The man told me that the feds been messing with me, and I believe him. Pray for your boy. My bad, dog.
It's good. It's all good. We were talking about the defense, man. What you think the defense got to do in order to change what happened from last season? What is two things they have to do?
Well, see, I like what you said. It seemed like every coach you would name, you said a young coach here, young coach. Javancy being a young legend, you feel me? And on that side of the ball, it's intensity, it's aggression. Of course, it's scheme. We know it's scheme, okay? But intensity, aggression, want to, dog mentality. I think some of them young guys can come up in there as coaches and really relate to them cats. And get that out of them. You know what I'm saying? Really get that out of. I don't know. It seemed like, yeah, we got the picks. True enough, we did get a bunch of picks last year.
Yeah.
All right, but there was some times too. Now it was some blown coverages.
Right.
You feel me? It was some blown assignments, and we need all that shit cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe these guys can come through with another level of motivation for them and have them locked in for real, for real. I'm sad, of course. You win the game right now. You know what I'm talking about? With your preparation, with
Hmm.
that weight room. I love the videos I've been seeing. Them boys hitting them weights. Okay. Y'all know I'm a hooper, okay, but that football weight program, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Them boys throwing that shit. Okay. So
Uh oh. Uh oh. The feds coming
I
after
like
you,
what I'm
man.
seeing, but they got to be reminded that other
Uh oh. The feds came after him. Make sure. Oh yeah, we trying to get everything fixed, y'all. Trying to get it fixed. Trying to get it fixed. Y'all, you know, this is what happens when you go live. You get technical difficulties, y'all. You get these things right here. We're gonna bring my guy back on in just a second, man. In just a second. Gonna get my guy back on. What up, Jay? So we got 52 watching between YouTube and Twitter. Man, y'all make sure y'all like the stream. We try to get these technical difficulties out the way. Uh, Trying to get these difficulties out the way. Woo, man. But like I said, if anybody tuning in just now, make sure we are on our last couple of days with the drive to 205. We got 4 days left in this initiative. We try to get raised the rest of the money as far as to get to Birmingham. Like I said, it's paying for transportation, fuel, food, and lodging. Nothing else, no more, nothing less. All right. Um, you can always hit the PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle. Um, and pretty much that's what's going on right now. So we try to finish that out. But if you are a new subscriber, if you are a new subscriber, if you are a new follower, if you are a new viewer, if you're a new viewer, first and foremost, well, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe to the homie first, man. Shoot, we the feds try to get both of us.
yeah, man. They real. I'm telling y'all now. Can't just say it's the feds. So I think they still mess with me, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Seems like it's still lagging though.
Okay. I
See, they know I'm reading this book right now about Mega Ever. See, I know how y'all was trailing my boy and tailing my boy. Okay, I know about you. Okay, they be scared of that. That's all right. Y'all ain't stopping nothing. That's all right.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. But other than that, man, before you got cut off, you said you like what you see because everything is young as far as on the defensive coaching staff.
Well, that's
Uh
what I'm hoping. See, I don't get too hyped, Doc. I don't get too hyped about off-season acquisitions and even recruiting. Because what I've
mhm.
seen from my experience, a lot of time, some of these very guys that we be hype about in the offseason, them be the main one we get in that stadium and we be like scratching our head, like, what the fuck did he just do? You know what I'm saying? So I like to wait till I get up in there and sit down somewhere put my eyes on them and see what's really going on. For instance, when I saw Irv Mulligan run that ball, like, okay, I ain't gonna count. When we lost Savion,
Oh yeah.
I was upset. Okay, because that's the first person I said, give Mr. Wilkerson the damn ball. I said that about him first. Okay. But then I saw Irv Mulligan run that rock. And I said, you know what? I still fool with Savion, still follow him online, everything like that. But I said, I got me another one. Give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball. That's why I had to switch it, okay? Because I saw, his name came up, and Ken and everybody told us about him. But I got to see what the hell you gonna do out here. You feel me? There's a lot of kids. And again, as a former coach, kids used to come up to us all the time. Oh man, coach, y'all just gotta let me come out there and hoop. I can go do this for you. I can do that. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, okay. Then they getting tryouts and can't do shit. Or you play against them as a coach, and I'm in my 30s and I'm whooping your ass. No, there's something wrong.
Right.
There's a lot. No, so
there's a lot wrong with that. There's a lot wrong with that.
So I see all the new guys. I'm hoping because they got some youth, that they got some youthful exuberance to them. I am confident in TC, but again, I just saw him last year. He's a steady hand. I like that he's cool. I like that he's calm. I like that type of shit. Like in NFL, I love Mike Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
I love his approach. I really do. Okay. One of my young boys, my beloved youngin, Dylan Smith. Now he's always mad at Mike Tomlin. He thinks that they underperform. But I be trying to tell them, like, imagine where y'all might be without. Imagine what AB might have done if he didn't have Mike Tomlin.
Right.
We see, like, he went ape shit, like in a bad way after he got away from him. So I like the calming effect that TC has. I really like that. And from that, I'm just trusting that everybody gonna do their job. And then we go out there and take pride in the fact that you gonna have more folks come see you than any other FCS school. Take pride in and have a chip on your shoulder. Like I'm saying, stop hating on thee. I'm saying that, but y'all the ones run out there in front of 60,000 people with that block on y'all head. Right. So if I feel some type of way about it, you should feel some type of way about it more than me.
Right.
You going out there in the midst of that violence, and then these folks getting online afterwards, trashing you, calling you trash, calling you this, that, and the third. You know what I'm talking about? That you got to feel some type of way after that Alcorn game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was rough. That was rough.
Man.
That you had the drunk ass, they had the dude in the Native American costume came over there on our side. Okay. Drunker than a motherfucker, damn near falling down. But you couldn't really say nothing to them because hell, they were winning. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that encapsulates what went on that day, then the next week on social media, and like them players ought to feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? And take some pride in the task at hand, which is win the SWAC. You can't win the Celebration Bowl without winning. Hell, you gotta win the division, then win the conference, and then go win the big thing, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that. Everybody being in an uproar. Most of the SWAC being in an uproar, except for us, about ESPN moving the Celebration Bowl up a week up from the third week of December to the second week of December. They always saying, well, we finish, most of us teams are going to finish on the 23rd of November. You know what I'm saying? That's clear cut right there. We're going to finish on the 23rd of November. So if let's just say you make it to the championship game, you really got a bye week because the following week is the 7th, unless you move the championship game up. But then again, guess what? It's going to coincide with that damn Bayou Classic and that Turkey Day Classic. And guess what? Them Negroes ain't moving that shit for nobody.
Tradition, and that's a money maker now.
It's a money maker.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Especially the Bayou Classic.
Yeah.
So we gotta, we all playing 12 games. All right. We all playing 12 games. Make the championship game, that's 13. Make the celebration bowl, that's 14.
Mhm.
Bro, you're playing. We kind of get out this mindset of that's too many games. Because guess what? When you get to the NFL, you playing 17 games.
Bro, they want to add another one.
And you want to add another one, that'll be 18.
Roger Goodell want to get every little bit out of you he can, Jack.
Right. And then guess what? If you make the wild card, you ain't got no rest. You still
Another
playing.
game. Hey, ain't no 2 buys no more. Only one team get a buy.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you win if you the number one team in the conference, you get that bye week.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you just got to deal with it. Hell, I live, I'm here in Dallas. I'm in Texas, right? Our high school football played 16, we played 10 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 games get you to the championship game. 5 games get you to the championship game. 6 if you win that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically playing an equivalent of a whole NFL season.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get used to it. Let's not talk about it. We don't care what the MEAC does over there. We do not care what they do. I could give 2 rats' asses about what the MEAC does. The only thing we need to care about is beating them jokers over there December 14th.
No doubt. And somebody on Ken's show, I didn't catch who said it, but Ken, shout out to them boys over there. By the way.
Shout out to
them again. But Ken elevated what the person said. It gave a bright side of it. Well, okay, we gonna know who our opponent is. Okay, we gotta handle our business to get there.
That's
so
right.
We gonna already know who our opponent is. So if Coach TC can have somebody say this your job. Once we know who that opponent is, scout them like your life depends on it.
That's
and I found out, I don't know what I was watching, but that's how Michigan and Ohio State treat each other.
Okay. Treat them like
it's somebody's job on the staff just to get prepared for that one last game at the end of the damn year. That's your task. Okay. So once we find out who that opponent is, we get that, let that one coach get on it and study all the tape from all year. So once we handle business,
right,
and be ready to see them, okay, shit. The only thing we might not be ready for is some trick play y'all came up with over this little hiatus that y'all have. But everything else, we ready for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And with us not taking a break, maybe our guys stay locked in. The last times we went to the Celebration Bowl, our head coach was part of the big distraction. Okay. So,
I said that plenty of times. Yes,
undoubted. But just normal distractions that college kids have. If you have give their ass a break, okay. Maybe they don't go try to fool around with the girlfriend like that because they still locked in. Maybe they don't go home and get involved in whatever the drama is back at the crib because you gave them a little few days to go. Maybe they don't get all that, and you say it's business until that trophy is ours.
That's it.
When that trophy is ours, then we off. So maybe that's a benefit of it.
That's it. And then another somebody was Dan Levitar, those two guys.
Yeah, now I missed that because I'm gonna do. I bookmarked that to go back and watch and see if I need to snap about it. Is this something I need to snap about?
So he said that the Celebration Bowl should not have been moved to the spot of the Army-Navy game. But I'm like, if both of your programs are trash, you're only watching it for the prestige. You're only watching it for the pageantry. It's just like you watching the Rose Bowl. But if both of your teams is ass, garbage juice,
right,
dumpster juice, ass, whatever, we not watching. I watch probably the first 15 minutes and I'm turning it off. But guess what? Your slot is going to be from 3:30 to like 6:30. Everybody going, 3:30 to 6:30. Our slot is 12-3. Come on now. We've always been, Celebration Bowl always come on at noon. We ain't tripping.
See, all right. I'm gonna give y'all real ones a preview of what I'm gonna say about this shit on episode 200 to put on some. Shout out to all the real ones for helping me get to episode 200. All right, it's gonna be a magnificent affair. Okay, I'm popping bottles. You already know I'm popping bottles. Okay, all right. If that's what Stu guy's talking about, it's more this fake love for our military. It really is. As the son of a Marine, okay, son of a Marine. Why I keep saying. I do believe the U.S. military fucked up my family. Because my mama said my father was different when he came back from Vietnam. And their marriage did not last. Okay. But I do wear his Marine ring because I am proud of his service. Now, I ain't got nothing else to be proud of with his ass, but I am proud of his service. Okay. But these folk want to sit up here doing this Army Navy game, and they gonna sit up here and act like they love the vets and all that kind of stuff and do all this pageantry like you said. Behind the hell, we got homeless vets in America then. Stu guys need to get on the damn show and talk about that. How in the hell we got all these Camp Lejeune commercials where you got to try to file a lawsuit to get some money because your government knew they had you stationed at a place where you were drinking contaminated toxic water, okay? And my father and my mother were at Camp Lejeune. And ain't nobody helping us. Hey, Stu Gotts ain't sent us no motherfucking check or shit like that. But you want the damn Army Navy game to be by itself. Fuck all that. Love the vets for real, bro.
Really?
Y'all want to love military families on some fake shit. Man, the Army Navy game ain't helped my family at all. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing it helped me do is help on the damn parlay. That's it. That's all. If look, man, I can't watch a team that's fucking 2-9 in a 3-8 team. I'd rather watch the damn Air Force. They don't talk too much heavy, but they go out there and kick y'all ass every year and get that commander's trophy.
Man, you know what they do? They recruiting that game now.
It's a recruiting
they are
strategy.
using that to recruit folk to the military. And shout out, we need y'all in the military. We didn't have military folk. Russia and China would have been ran up in this motherfucker yesterday. Okay, so we need that. But I don't like how they cap to do it. I don't like that. And Stu guys need to shut the fuck. And it bothers me too because I watched that show. Okay, I like Dan Levitar and them, and they give me a good perspective, especially on the behind the scenes of what was going on at ESPN for real. Okay, but that kind of comment right there, man, stay out of our business. There's our business over here. You don't know nothing about this world, Stu guys. Y'all don't talk nothing about no HBCU stuff. Only time y'all did was y'all were talking about Prime. Since Prime left Jack State, y'all ain't said shit else about HBCU. So mind your business, okay? You gonna be able to watch Army Navy.
We gonna mind ours, right?
We gonna mind ours. That ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. Damn.
Man, but you know what? I just said I can't sit here and watch it. Like I'm watching two teams run the same archaic ass offense. You know what I'm saying? Triple option, veer option, wishbone, whatever it is. I can't sit here and watch it. It's like I'm watching shit back from the 1960s and 70s. But shout out to Roger Staubach because he is a Navy man.
That's your boy.
Cowboys. That's a boy. Roger the Dodger, the captain. That's who I'm a cop. That's what it is. But the last 5-6 years, both of your teams has been garbage to watch. Like I said, I'd rather watch Air Force. They can run that garbage ass offense too, but it's more exciting to me to watch them than to watch these two putrid ass teams right here on December 14th. And y'all been having the whole time slot by yourself for the last 50, 60 years. Move that shit around. It's time to come on now. It's time to get real. Move with the time, baby. And we're not the only one that's taking over your block. You got the Camellia Bowl that story. You got to realize our Celebration Bowl starts off bowl season. Regardless of the fact, Saturday come, that second Saturday or the third Saturday, however they have it, however ESPN have it set up, that is the start of all the bowl seasons. Thank you very much. And they knew what they were doing, because why put us in the same spot when the damn expanded college football playoff is going to start on that day too, and the NFL playoffs. Not even the NFL playoffs, but because you got to deal with the NFL weekend on that too, because that's right before Christmas. And like you said, Roger Goodell gonna get every last bit of all that money. You got, come on. We got a motherfucking NFL game that's gonna come on Netflix.
That boy getting that money, ain't he?
He getting the money.
That boy getting that.
He getting the money.
Remember how when we were growing up, Christmas Day belonged to basketball, the NBA.
True.
Roger said, "No, dog. Hey, give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that." One NFL game on that day is gonna have more viewership than all of the basketball games put together. Okay, yep. And he know that. That boy say, "Come on, I'm getting that."
And now we're gonna get into some SWAC talk. All right, we got, I think we got 6 new head coaches in the conference. We got 3 that's gonna be 4 gonna be second year head coaches. Coach Woody, Coach Hampton, Coach Wade, and we already know TC. So those are 4. You got the elder statesman in Connell Maynard down in A&M.
Shout out to Coach Maynard. You know, man, that's one of my brother's favorite coaches right there. My
brother. Hey, tell him to stop barking like a goddamn dog on interviews and stuff.
Man, hey, that's a character, man. That's a character. But it was a while when I found out that guy is in Any Given Sunday as Jamie Foxx's stunt double.
See.
I said, man, Coach Maynard been a fool.
See, and then, you know, to me, that's it. So, like, what's your spill on the SWAC as far as what you think for this season? Who do you think is going to come out of the West? Because we already know we think going to come out of the East. It's us.
Right.
I don't give a damn. Alabama State can talk all that big talk. Let your quarterback get hit one good time.
Right.
So
I don't know who gonna come out. I can tell you who I would want to face off with. Okay. The opponent I would want to meet in the championship game. Just for I think it would be great for branding and just nostalgia. Probably take a lot of people back. I think as content creators, we would be able to do a lot during that week in the lead up, you know, and that would be Grambling. Like if we met up against Grambling, I think folks like us probably can go back to yesteryear, start bringing up kind of like, you know how they do it, like if the Lakers play the Celtics in the finals, they gonna show all the time.
All the old school.
Yeah. I think that'll give us the opportunity to bring back some of the Eddie Robinson stuff, and we bring back the W.C. Gordon stuff.
Yeah.
Get real nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that. I think that would be good for business for us. You feel me? I would love that. But on the rest of the SWAC, I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot to mention this about the record. The record, Stop Hating on Thee, is not a shot on any SWAC school or MEAC school. Okay? It is not a shot at any SWAC or MEAC school. I don't get into that disrespectful shit with our competitors like that, because my goal overall is for all of these institutions to rise, because my goal overall is for Black people in general, whether your ass even go to any college. Right. I need us to come up and be prosperous and ultimately be free people. You feel me? So I don't want anybody to misconstrue that. And I say that in the record, okay? Yeah. I say in the record, I ain't dissing your school, but stop hating on thee. You feel me? So it's really just a general thing, you know what I'm about. But of course now, on them Saturdays,
we gotta have a plan in the vet.
On them Saturdays, I want y'all ass to be beat. Okay? I particularly now. We got to get FAMU, dog.
Oh,
Fam,
that's the
Fam
Super
talk
Bowl.
hella shit on Twitter. Man,
Woof.
bruh, they talk hella shit on Twitter,
We
man.
thought we thought we were bad.
Hey, and I ain't in, they tell me Facebook jumping. I don't really be
Oh,
on Facebook like that. Okay,
Facebook be jumping.
I make my post through Instagram and it goes straight to Facebook. So I ain't even gotta, do none of that over there. But they telling me Facebook groups and shit like that be jumping. And it be us versus fam going at it for real. Okay. So that's one. I gotta have that one. Okay. I gotta have some get back. Hey, that Alabama State shit hurt, dog.
Oh yeah, we got him in November.
Hey, that was tough, man. That was a tough day on me up in there, man. It really was.
Man,
Because them boys,
just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. Set is 7 wouldn't fumble the damn ball twice. It wouldn't also fumble twice. We would still be in the damn game. Just gonna say it. In fact, I'm gonna say it for you. Seven McGee, you fumbled the damn ball twice. You can't fumble the bag like that. You can't fumble the bag like that.
That was rough, man. Look, cause they came in, you could tell they were playing with purpose. They wanted to win that game for their coach so badly because he knew he wanted to be on our homecoming. And yeah, Prime was gone, and that was the genesis of his ire and everything like that. But he still had the same sentiment, and his players played like that as well. And it doesn't seem like we played with that same energy, which I go harking back to what I was saying about you mentioning all these new youthful coaches. Like, I need some cats that's gonna be up in there talking like I would talk to them. My players know I usually turn up my players in the locker room before the game. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we would get locked in. You know what I'm saying? I need them boys to come up out that bitch with the same energy we have in the stands. We be lit. I need them to come out lit, okay? Because these teams, they coming for a dog.
You know what's so funny? And you know what's so funny? This year it took one head coach to go to FBS again in Willie Simmons.
Oh Willie.
Willie, what we gonna do?
Hey, no. Man, shout out to Tamota. She be killing me with that shit now, boy.
What we gonna do? Hey man,
she be killing me with that shit.
Hey, sis, look, she gonna come with the pettiness,
Bro.
But yeah, man, it took him to leave out and to get everybody else some hope. Like, oh, we got a damn shot now. We got a shot. Come on now. So out in the West, there's a little old school down in South Texas, in the sticks, named Prairie View, said they're gonna win the SWAC West again.
That's what they talking.
That's what they talking. Said they're gonna host the SWAC championship game at Panther Stadium, which, by the way, is a very, very beautiful stadium. Very beautiful stadium. You ever go down there? Very beautiful. The whole campus at Prairie View is beautiful. But I told my guy Lionel from TV versus Everybody.
What you tell him?
I told him SWAC championship game. Bring your ass on down I-20 to Jackson.
Come on down, baby. Hey, we'll be very hospitable. Okay, very hospitable. I say in the song, visited the vet. They say this shit was like a movie. Come on down, dog. Be a part of the movie.
I'm just saying, because I know me. I know this. If the SWAC championship game is at Prairie View, where you gonna stay at? Because ain't no hotels in Prairie View. Ain't no hotels in Hempstead. Ain't no hotels in Waller. You got to go 50 miles to Houston to get you somewhere to stay.
Right.
To get you some good food, you got to go inside of Houston. Don't nobody want to deal with that traffic. At least come on to the vet. Come on to the vet.
Come on down. We're
The
welcome.
historic Mississippi Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Come on.
Don't let Tate Reeves fool you, okay? We don't be studying him, okay? Well, come on down.
I mean, he be giving us some little congratulations and stuff,
Yeah,
but
somebody on his staff sends those out. Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody,
But in the fit, because guess what? It brings us money. It brings Jackson, Mississippi money. It put a bright spotlight on Mississippi as a whole, as a state. So
it's in our hands. We just gotta play, man.
we just gotta play. So we got oh man, so we got NFL talk, dog. No, before we go NFL, we got NBA talk.
Okay, talk to me.
So we already talked about my Mavericks and the tall feat that it's going to take for us to even put them boys on skates to win 4 in a row to take it. But let's get on your squad. They're purple and gold. We ain't talking about we ain't talking about the Q Dogs either.
Oh Lord.
We talking about the Lakers. We talking about Bron. AD, aka the Glass Man.
It's rough, man. It's looking like I'm finna get JJ Redick as my head coach, man.
Now, let's talk about that. JJ has been in the spotlight to get that coaching job for the last couple of weeks. Since y'all fired Darvin Ham, which I feel like you should never did that in the first place because he had y'all in the Western Conference Finals last year.
Right.
That was I don't know if that was a Rob Pelinka move or was that a Jimmy Buss move. But you got JJ on your radar. Out of nowhere, Dan Hurley who has done remarkable things over at UConn. Two-time national champ. He y'all gave him the deal, 6 years, $70 million. He said, "Nah, I don't want that.
He got some good sense.
I'm gonna go back to stores and try to do a 3-peat.
Yeah.
Something that nobody has ever done, hasn't done since John Wooden of UCLA.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
That's the only person who's done it. First of all, who's gonna be your coach?
From what Shams is reporting and what Woj is reporting, they on the same.
Shout out to both of them. Shout out to both of them.
Both of them saying it's finna be JJ damn Redick. Do you know how much I'm finna hate this? Okay, when I was a child, I was a North Carolina fan all the way up until my adulthood, up until the murder of George Floyd, and how the University of North Carolina reacted, and they're anti-black, anti-woke, anti-DEI. They are anti-critical race. They're North Carolina fan. So you already know that I couldn't stand JJ Redick growing up, man. JJ Redick, he is one of the faces of the Dukies. Christian Laettner, who's the one that you slapped the floor?
Wojo.
Wojo. There you go. Okay. Couldn't stand his ass. Okay.
Grant Hill. You got to put Grant Hill in there.
I respected Grant. Because Grant could hoop. See, if you can actually hoop, I respected you. Okay. But the media used to prop up some of these guys. Battier. Battier went on to have a great career in terms of his role. But
he got chips.
My God.
He got chips, though.
God, the way they use it. Trajan Langdon.
The Alaskan assassin. Hey, he's a GM, right?
Trajan Langdon?
Yeah.
Who?
He's going to Detroit.
Man, get out of here. I ain't know that. Nah.
Yeah. He got one of the coolest nicknames of all time. The Alaskan assassin.
I ain't like him.
I ain't like him either. I ain't like him. I don't like Duke.
Sheldon Williams, the one that knocked up Candace Parker. I ain't like none of them boys. And so now JJ Redick.
Do not talk about that, man.
JJ Redick gonna be my head coach. All off the strength of what? Because he know how to talk. All he done did is talk on ESPN covering the games, and now in this podcast with Brun. How does that translate into being able to get a 40-year-old Brun to rotate on defense? Because
He gonna
Brun,
be in that. He gonna be in that 40 club with us. He in that 40 club with us.
damn right. Look, I'm born in 84, Brun born in 84. We both class of 2003, okay? And I know, okay, and I ain't played full court with my youngins in about 6 years now. But when I did, now on ball, I'm good. But all that running down, making them extra efforts and shit, that was over 6 years ago. So I know Brun ain't doing all that. JJ Redick ain't finna be able to get him to do it. I know he ain't gonna call him out for none of the shit because you're sitting up here drinking wine with him on the podcast. Anthony Davis, how you gonna get AD to really lift weights this summer and be ready to go through another year? He was healthy this year. I gotta give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson Allen, that's one of the realest ones right there. Shout out, said.
That's what I said right there.
Don't let me forget about Grayson Allen. No, you right. Oh God. Okay. But yeah. How is JJ gonna get AD to do whatever he did again to be healthy? Okay. How is he gonna keep pushing my young core to keep improving and improving? JJ Redick, I don't know. I have no evidence of that. I have no evidence that he's gonna do that. Now, some people throwing out Steve Kerr. Well, that team was already rising. That team, that Golden State team, was improving defensively under Mark Jackson. The main thing that was messing them up was Steph's ankles. Once Steph got whatever he did to them ankles and started wearing them little things, they were Gucci. Okay? Some people throw out another name. They threw out Steve. Throwing out Pat Riley to me is asinine.
Pat Riley is freaking 80-some years old.
Throwing that no, I'm talking about they saying that JJ gonna be the new Pat Riley.
No.
When those Lakers, the Showtime Lakers, had won a championship, Magic's rookie year, and Kareem was still the best player in the world. They won a championship, lost the next year, and then Pat Riley gets the job. That team ready-made, baby.
Yeah.
That team ready-made. You got a still young Magic Johnson, and you got back of his prime Kareem. What we talking about? You can't compare this situation.
Then you add on Big James.
Somehow we got James. I just read a book about all of
Michael Cooper.
I'm still amazed by how we were able to accumulate all of that time.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody. It was so I watched there's another podcast called The Panel. They all talk about hoops. So dude named Chilltown, who's actually Shaq's cousin. He was saying that they traded. Was it Norm Nixon?
Who was nice? Just he wanted the ball. Magic Johnson wanted the ball. Of course, the Lakers gonna get a ball to Irvin Magic Johnson. Is his world guy. You know what I'm talking about? They were even competitive on who getting the girls and stuff like that. So that wasn't gonna coexist. So they got rid of Norm.
So that turned into being, getting James Worthy, and then there was another trade that happened, which turned out to have y'all getting Byron Scott.
Super team. So they telling me we ain't got no super team right now. JJ is not walking into no super team. So
your best player is turning 40 in December.
Turning 40. He is not supposed to be the best player no more. Anthony, he should have been able to hand this thing to Anthony Davis, just like Tim Duncan handed that thing off to Tony Parker and Manu. Well, let me back up. David Robinson. handed it off to Tim. Tim handed that thing out. He was still doing his thing defensively. Tim did his thing defensively.
Tim handed it out to Kawhi.
But offensively, here y'all go. Do your thing. And Tony was leading them in scoring before Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Bron should have been able to hand this baton off, but AD ain't got that it.
They ain't got that it factor on him.
He got all the tools, but he ain't got it. How is JJ? Now, if JJ come into this organization and get Anthony Davis to tap into that it, I'll sing his praises. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Then to jail with your young squad, you got AR-15. You know what I'm saying? You got of course. I'm sorry, D'Angelo Russell got to go. He gotta go.
Well, see,
Gotta.
this is our second time around with D'Lo. Okay, the first time was wild enough when he was so immature. I think
He was snitching
he snitched on Swaggy P cheating on his woman. What
on
that his
Iggy.
Iggy Azalea or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wild times, boy. Wild time, my Lakers. Hey man, but shout out to the legend, the logo, Jerry West. Somebody
Yeah.
online said that my boy rather leave this world than to see the Celtics win another championship. That's a real Laker. That's a real Laker.
Man, I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's true. He wouldn't want to. We talk about a real Laker that went to 10 championships, only won one,
Hey,
and
that's
won the
tough.
Finals MVP as a loser.
Hey, that had to hurt, dog. That had to suck. I lost a championship game my freshman year of high school. That's freshman year of high school, Mississippi high school basketball, and that shit still hurts to this day. You feel me? We
Mm-hmm.
lost in the semifinals in 2016 as a coach. That still hurts to this day. Imagine losing 9 finals. Woo, bruh. I know that
They
was
only
tough.
won one, and that was the year right before the Knicks won their championship.
Yeah, that I think a lot of folks with all his accomplishments, all them all stars, all them all NBAs, he all defensive team guy, just having that one ring, a lot of people really don't give him his just due.
But his just due comes not even from the basketball court. His just due comes from being in that front office.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for him, there would be no Showtime Lakers. It wouldn't be no. It wouldn't
Well,
be no grit and grind in Memphis. It wouldn't be live. It wouldn't be really no live city in L.A.
yeah, he had
with
an
the
eye now.
Clippers. And if it wasn't for him just being a consultant, it wouldn't be no Stephen Clay in Golden State because he was a consultant in Golden State.
He had that eye now, and having the foresight to set up that draft and trade with Charlotte to get Bean over there, the Iowa squad.
Yeah.
When people forget, man, they were not taking guards out of high school. You know, KG had kind of restarted it to take anybody out of high school. But KG 7 feet tall. To take a skinny 6'6" kid who want to be Jordan out of high school, man, that was hella risky. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that man had the foresight to say, no, that man right there is gonna be the best player
He
in
had
this league.
he had the tools. He had the two best moves in one summer
Yeah.
when he traded Charlotte. He traded Divock to Charlotte for Kobe Bryant.
Divock, who had been a starter in a finals, okay, who went up. Divock was cold, man. Like, imagine Divock playing today. I believe that Vladdy could play very similarly to how Jokic plays today.
That's it.
I try to tell my youngins that, man. Oh, coach, we done with the 90s. Them folk couldn't do this right here. I said, yes, son. I know I've seen guys, Arvidas Sabonis play like that. Okay.
Yes.
Vladdy Divac play like that. Chris Webber could play like that. Like, it's a lot of guys who could do that. But when we were coming up with they were told that's bad. Don't do that. What you doing? I remember my coach used to go off on our bigs if they got the rebound and try to dribble it up. What you doing, son? Find your outlet man. Find your guard. That was the thinking. You
Mm-hmm.
find your guard and let them do it. And
Yeah.
guards, we better get our ass down there. We had to get to a particular spot so they can see us. Well, you play with Jokic, he grabbed the ball, you just fill a lane. Now you get into your fast break action. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's different, but Vladdy could do that. So
Yeah,
you got a guy
traded Vladdy for Kobe,
that
and
took some
then
nuts. That took some nuts, man.
told Shaq while he at the Olympics in Atlanta, I give you $1 million more than what Alonzo had got that
Drop that
same
money
year,
on him now.
and
He
got
played
the
the
money.
Shaq ego too, because Shaq is a very uh egotistical cat. Like he tried to act like he got all this shit together now. But back then, the player Shaq, like, look at all the time he had to have sit down. He had to have a sit down with Penny on Facebook, and they talk out their problem. He had to sit down with him and Kobe. We all know about him and Kobe's problem and everything like that. You know,
Yeah.
it comes out later. He even says that he was jealous of LeBron and the power that he saw LeBron have in Cleveland, you know, during his brief stay there. You know what I'm saying? But Jerry West was able to tap into the fact that Shaq wanted to be a rapper and
He
an
want that
actor.
actor. Yep.
And he said, them folks down there in Orlando can't give you that, baby. He can't come on out here.
They want to give you. They only give you Mickey Mouse money.
They can give you, hey, they can give you the money. But then that poll, they did a poll down there, and the Orlando fans probably kicking themselves to this day. Where they were saying in the poll they didn't want Shaq to get the money. Like, what y'all thinking about? Like, from a everyday working man standpoint, I totally get you. Okay, any of these motherfuckers getting that kind of money to run up and down the court with a ball is stupid. But in the context of sports,
Right.
oh, he worth that.
He worth every penny. Worth every penny.
Yeah, that man a freak.
I mean,
And I ain't talking about like Diddy.
if he was playing right now in this day, he instead of Jalen Brown being the first $300 million man,
Oh,
Shaq by far would have been the first one.
man, easy.
By far the first one.
I still remember when they gave Michael Jordan that 30 million that first time in '97.
Oh yeah.
Where he
People
went
cheated
from
on it for one year contract.
1 year 30 million. And that was crazy at that time. Like, cause he was going from 5 million that previous year, then boom, up to 30 million. People hadn't heard of that. But most people would say he was still underpaid then.
He was.
For what he was making for that Jerry Reinsdorf or something like that.
Jerry Reinsdorf, Jerry Krause was the GM. Reinsdorf was the owner. So you talking about Jordan got he got Nike. Cause remember, Jordan Brand didn't branch off on his own until after he left Chicago. So he's still with Nike, Gatorade, and all these other endorsements that he got. The price went up. So basically, him being on a 1 year, $30 million contract, he's a hired assassin. That's what I call it. He was a hired assassin. Go out there to kill anybody and everybody that sat in front of him, that stood in front of him, that was trying to guard him for the whole season and get the Bulls to another chip. I'm gonna call it like it is. It is what it is. You can like it or not. It is what it is. I mean, watching The Last Dance, it was just so crazy watching that and all the damn debauchery and fuckery that was going on on that team alone in that year
I was telling my
alone.
young boy, man, I said, I can't wait to when the real stuff start coming out, like with Braun. It's gonna be so fascinating and interesting. Like when his former teammates start being on some Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen type of shit, that's gonna be funny. Like all these guys that been traded and shit that feel some type of way. I'm like, damn, that's gonna be wild. They ain't gonna do it now because that man too powerful.
Oh yeah,
He's more
the
powerful.
players got more power.
Yeah. Brun is the most powerful player in NBA history. That's undoubted. Most powerful, okay. But when they all hit the fan and everybody get to talking, man, it's gonna be some segments about all that, Jack.
Let's get into that WNBA talk because I know, man. Look, you a fan.
Yes,
You a
sir.
fan of the W.
Before Caitlin came, baby. Before I was there.
Yo, we talking about been a fan since, like I told our people, I've been a fan since Houston 4P. Ain't nobody ever done that since then.
Shout out to Cheryl Swoop. She caught a lot of hate for telling y'all that Caitlin was gonna have to adjust and telling y'all she wasn't just gonna dominate instantaneously. Turns out that the Hall of Famer, who's arguably the GOAT, who was on those Houston Comets team, turns out she was right.
Yeah. So we talking about that and yo aces
Hey man, hey, it's rough
and
right now.
your girl.
It's rough right now. Now Asia going ham.
And I
Asia,
want to talk about Asia.
look, Asia. They pissed Asia off last year. Whoever that voter was, okay, she's clearly the best player in the world. But somebody fixed themselves to vote for her, give her fourth place vote in the
Mm-hmm.
MVP. Clearly, the three best players in the world are Asia, Brianna Stewart, and Alyssa Thomas.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
clearly, okay. And I think Asia was like, okay, I can see, I can deal with if somebody, gives them a vote. Okay.
Right.
But to sit up there and put Asia in fourth place, that lit a fire under her dog. And so she has come out this year leading the league in scoring, leading the league in rebounding, just being on some real
Gangster shit.
like I love her energy. I love the way she leads. I love her intensity. I wish Aaliyah Boston had more of her intensity. Both
I
of them
think
coming out of that
I
Don
think but I
Stadium.
think with Leah Boston it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out eventually. I think it's gonna come out eventually.
She gonna need it, man, because she catching it right now with all these Caitlyn fans who are on her. And I think people who are not watching the game, they're not seeing that last year she was getting way more post touches than she
Mm-hmm.
does now. Now with Caitlyn, they are prioritizing getting Caitlyn the ball and having her in these high screen roll actions and trying to run her off of pin downs and all that kind of stuff. Well, I ain't getting no post touch like that. How am I gonna put up the same numbers that I was putting up last year if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
playing in the same offense? But Caitlyn's fans, bro, be on some more. And
Yeah.
I'm not blaming Caitlyn for it. Caitlyn, I like the statement that she made today. Uh, she basically said everybody deserves respect. She was like, a lot of these girls that are in this league right now, I looked up to. You feel me? So she was like, she doesn't like any of these folks saying this wild shit in her name like that. Uh, hey, said I am worried about the Mercury. Yes, I am. Okay. Tarasi is Tarasi. Okay, we know she's a legend. She's 40 some years old. She just dropped 30 some a couple weeks ago. Okay, she still is Tarasi. Okay, not prime Tarasi, but she still knows how to hoop. Grinder
Mm-hmm.
is back, but what made me really worried about them is them getting Kalia Copper. That girl has given me problems. Okay, even before she's been giving me problems. Okay, and I'll be
And she
damned.
could hoop.
She can hoop. One of our losses, she put 36 or 38 on us. Okay, she's a problem. So, yeah, man, I'm worried about them said down there. I'm worried about that squad. I'm worried about the storm. Of course, I'm worried about the sun because the sun looking like a well-oiled machine. Okay. I got problems in situations over here. Yes, I do with my aces. I have problems in situations, but Asia is playing like the best player in the world. And Chelsea Gray has to come back. If,
Oh
if,
yeah.
if any of y'all are new W fans, y'all gonna see something special when Chelsea Gray comes back on that court. She really plays the game with flair. She plays a position with flair, a la Magic Johnson, a la CP3 in his heyday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got your head on the swivel, she will hit your ass in the head with the ball because she gonna pass that thing. She gonna make some passes that you ain't ready for. Her mid-range game is stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the real ball that's going on in the W. All this other
What about
crazy shit is on
my
court.
girl? What about my girl Erica for the win?
Hooper, a bucket, a bucket. That girl, she got that Kobe in her.
Yeah.
She gonna go get a buck. That what
That
she
I
gonna
love.
do.
And you know what? For my wings, I love this duo, her and Satu.
Oh, hey, she was cutting up in the playoffs last year. She is very
Satu was
skilled.
hooping.
Yes, yes. I got problems. I know I got problems, Doc. These other teams, dog. I got problems this year. Getting that third one in a row, bro, is hard. That
Mm-hmm.
going back to them comments. That's why what them comments did, what Minnesota did back in the day, man, that's hard to do.
It's hard to do. So, said his team, Chicago Sky.
Hey, the Sky love what Angel is doing. Okay, people up here. The woman tried to tell y'all it ain't just Caitlin that's bringing in the numbers. It's me too. The girl wasn't lying. She just had 20 and 10 last night. Okay, but ESPN don't want to talk about that. Okay, you still want to talk about this bullshit with Caitlin and the Olympic team. And then
I want to get to you, and I want to get your opinion about that too.
Okay. She should not be on the damn team.
All right.
These folks up here want to tell me, well, they put Christian Layton on the team. Hell, that was a mistake.
He was just there. Look, I told people last night he was there the other day. He was there. He averaged 30 claps a game on the bench. He averaged 25 sips of Gatorade, and he averaged 10 butt slaps when the dude come off the court. Man. That's his job. His job is to be a cheerleader. His job was to observe. Just think about this. Shaq, what I told people, Shaq wasn't even on this team. Shaq came out in 92.
Shaq should have been on the team.
Shaq should have been on the team.
If we were going to put a college player. Now, I think Isaiah should have been on the team. But, of course, my dog.
Zeke should have been on the team.
My dog had beef with him. Okay, we all know that my dog is very vindictive. I'm talking about Michael Jordan. We know my dog is very vindictive. If he got smoked with it, he got smoked. I get it. Okay. But Christian Layton being on the team was a mistake. Mm-hmm. So Stephen A. Smith trying to give me, it's marketing. Bullshit, man. I don't want to hear that. And see, that's what I be so hot with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp about. Because
I want to talk about them too.
Okay, because these guys, bro, and we can take it back to some HBCU talk real quick.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Because let's go here. Because it's all tied together. Let's
go.
All right. I know what they do with Disney on ESPN. That them folks don't want them to talk about no HBCU. Not even for like a hot little second. I know they don't want them to do that. But both of these men have popular podcasts that they tell you and I they own. Mm-hmm. You can go on that damn podcast then talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. And y'all still, throughout last year, they had Nightcap during last season. Shannon Sharp did with Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
They ain't got no weekly segment about the HBCU game of the week. Why not? When Shannon, HBCU grad, and Chad, his child just graduated from HBCU. Yeah, she just crossed to something.
She crossed AKA in Prairie View.
Yeah. Okay. So both y'all guys got HBCU ties then. And y'all popular pod, y'all don't have just give us 10 minutes where you talk about the HBCU game of the week. Y'all can't do that. You don't do that because it ain't gonna do the numbers that you want, that your partners want. Because you're still partnering with these gambling sites, okay? You're still partnering, ultimately, in Shannon's situation, you partnering with Colin Cowherd. Mm-hmm. That little V that be up there, that's for volume. So ultimately, that's the motherfucker who own that shit overall, okay? Stephen A. Smith asked, who's stopping you from doing it too? Okay? But y'all want to tell Andrea Carter and Monica McNutt and all these folks how TV works. That's not how TV works. When they trying to tell y'all, bro, let's stop talking about this bullshit and actually talk about what Asia Wilson doing. Let's talk about what the Sun are doing. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about the real shit. They ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about nothing that goes on with this season. I don't give a fuck if let's say we have a historic season this year.
Oh yeah.
We can go undefeated this year. They ain't gonna say shit about us unless it's something controversial again. Like when Grambling got rid of what was that, the volleyball team? Mm-hmm. The coach, clean house. Mm-hmm. And Stephen A. went on First Take and talked about that.
Yeah.
But can we get that for like a spectacular play or something?
But the only time they do that on ESPN, especially on First Take, is when they have HBCU week.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
we got 1 week.
And again, I look at that and I say, okay, you working for Disney ultimately, and them fans don't want to see that. Okay, cool. Even though now you be trying to tell us you the boss, like yeah, I'm Stephen A. If I want somebody on the show, he tells us how he pull the strings to get Shannon on and get this person. He tells us that, but at the same time, he say the bosses, the bosses, the bosses. And we see who really running shit up there right now is Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee get to do whatever the hell he wanted to.
Pretty much.
Pat McAfee
Barstool money.
He just called Caitlin Clark a white bitch. I looked around. I said, ain't nobody gonna get him.
Ain't nobody gonna get him.
Ain't
nobody gonna get him.
Doc, I thought maybe they'd give him one day. Maybe they were gonna give him. That scowl was right back on TV the next day, dog.
That's the moneymaker now.
That joker run shit. He do what he want. Well, all I'm asking for them black men, maybe not on First Take, cool, but on y'all pods, bro. Is nobody stopping you on Nightcap with Shannon and the Stephen A. Smith show, bruh? Just do something when you talk about the HBCU game of the week. Whatever it is, somebody on your staff can tell you whichever the hot game is from us that week in the MEAC or the SWAC. Somebody on your staff can actually watch the game for you, okay? Because I know you really don't watch the damn NFL and NBA games from the way you be talking, okay? Right. So somebody on your staff can watch the game, give you your notes, and tell you what to say. But as long as you do it to those thousands of people that are watching you every live, that would help. And it's no excuse for them not doing that, bro. I hate that.
And then, you talking about Andrea Carter, Monica McNutt, Shanae, Woman K. You know, when we talking about those ladies, we talking about Carolyn Peck, who won a chip with Purdue.
All the women know what the hell they talking about.
They know what they talking about. And you trying to tell me, like, if it wasn't, you trying to tell me, Stephen ain't trying to tell us, if it wasn't for him, that Monica McNutt wouldn't even be on First Take.
Let me tell you right now.
That Andrea Carter wouldn't be on First Take.
Hey.
That Shanae wouldn't be on First Take. Come on, man. These ladies know what the hell they talking about. They played the game. You just like me. You are an observer. You are observer. You are observing the game to give out the information to the people for the next day. Look, I know how to play basketball, but I ain't playing competitively. But at the end of the day, when it comes to our HBCU basketball, my job is to observe. My job is to give out stats. My job is to come with my own opinion and formulate my own opinion about everything. When Monica came out with that statement, you know what I'm saying? Like, we been here. The viewing been here. But you, like she said, bro, you could have been talking about this 3 years ago. How long Asia Wilson been in the league? Ain't about 5, 6 years?
I give you just long as Asia just been like going ham. Asia been going ham the last 4 years. Right. Including this year. Okay.
This year.
Like just going ham. Okay. And she's marketable. She played for the most popular women's coach right now. One of the most popular coaches, period, in Dawn Staley, as evidenced by her having her own commercial with Coach K. Okay. So she comes from that program. That's something that's marketable. She's an Alpha Kappa Alpha. Okay. Yep. Many people find her attractive.
Yep.
She's a best-selling author. She's the best player in the world. Let me just set that over there, okay? She plays on a team that's back-to-back champions, okay? She has a great personality. Putting out twerk video. My squad's so damn crazy. They put out a video in which they did a thick test with all the girls on the team. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. All the girls on the damn team, the Las Vegas Aces. Now, we did this while en route to win another championship. All them girls laid down on the ground, face down, ass up, and roll a barbell, okay? And if your ass stopped the barbell, you thick. But If that thing roll over, I'm gonna send it to you when we done. If that thing roll over you, you ain't thick. We do shit like that. My squad is entertaining, bro.
And
They are
then your
entertaining.
girl, she done changed the wardrobe since Mark Davis said we going to silver and black.
Put
She
on
she
the
done,
silver wig,
she put the silver wig on like she Storm. What?
bro.
Hey man.
She done did for the leg sleeve what AI did for the arm sleeve. All these girls rocking the one long leg sleeve
Mm-hmm.
and pulling their shorts up on the other side. That's Asia Wilson. That's Asia. You feel me? So the girl hella influential, and all Andrea and Monica saying is, "Hey, dog, you wasn't talking about that shit." And I get it in part, and he need to just be honest and say, "Hey, that wasn't gonna make us no money when nobody watching.
Right.
People gonna click off that segment." And as somebody who covers this shit, I know it. I look at my data. It could just, I'll just take Jack State. If I do a segment, I'm talking about it could have been when we won the SWAC championship
Mm-hmm.
for the women's team. That segment was gonna have fewer views than if I talked about Jackson State recruiting, Jackson State
Right.
football recruiting, gonna have more views than us winning a championship. If I talk about something going on with Prime out there, that's gonna have more views than us winning a championship. You feel me? But I still do those segments though, because I'm like, that's movement shit to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to elevate the game. I like what the women are doing. I have a little girl myself. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Like, but them guys on, and Stephen, they were telling Andrea the other day very condescendingly.
Mm-hmm.
He said that you gonna forever be underpaid until you get this marketing thing right. And she basically told him in so many words, Stephen A, I'm good. I ain't gonna sell out. More of us gonna have to do that.
Right.
I've settled on I'm not gonna be the richest. I'm not gonna be the richest. I plan to be
Mm-hmm.
rich, but I'm not gonna be the richest because there's certain shit I'm not gonna do.
Right.
And I think more of us gotta be okay with that. And them cats, it just certain stuff. Like some people still to this day think that Shannon Sharp quit undisputed because he got fed up with being disrespected by that man. No, he didn't. He got fired.
You got fired.
If he didn't get fired, he still would have been letting that little man disrespect him like that.
And it's a crazy thing though. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. That little white man over there at Fox Sports
Mm-hmm.
put both of them on.
He did. I know that's what he be thinking. Hey,
He thinking like, God damn it, I put both Stephen A. and Shannon.
I did a meme on Instagram one time. I took that scene from the Temptation where they fired David.
David Ruffin.
They gave David that letter, and all them boys, they were standing up there looking at that glass, and David read that letter. Y'all can't do this to me. I made your asses. So I just chopped out that little part. I made your ass. I said, this is how Skip Bayless feels about Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Because he on the outside looking in, them ratings horrible. Now, even with Shannon, the ratings were lower than First Take. They on ESPN, man. ESPN,
Right.
It's like being on the biggest record label and versus being, it's ESPN.
Right.
But now, man, his ratings way down. That boy struggling. He got Weezy coming in every Friday to do a segment. He got Yellow Beezy coming on the show.
Come on now. I don't even want to get talked about Bees right now.
Man, he got some of everybody coming to try to help him, man. The man's pulling out all stops.
Who else he gonna get? Who the next person he gonna get? He gonna get Trap Boy come out there from Trap Boy Freddy?
I don't know what he gonna have to get. If he get NBA Young Boy, he might get these young kids to watch. Maybe he'll get these young kids to watch. These young kids swear by that boy there. That's a whole nother story.
Man, but yeah, to me, like, look, he made both of them, and then I would say, because I have to give credit where credit is due, because when they first started First Take, it wasn't even called First Take in the first place. It was called Cold Pizza. Cold Pizza wasn't even a sports debate show. It was like an actual show that what you would see with Get Up on ESPN. Get Up, Come On right before First Take. So that's what that show was. How that show was formatted. Then when they switched it over to First Take, when I forgot the guy's name, he left. Dana Jacobson came in as the moderator, and she got skipped. And then he had to find somebody. He had to find somebody to equal out his I wouldn't call it delusion, but just to equal out his crazy.
I think it was brilliant for he is. Oof. You would know better than me, and I want you to tell me. Do you think anybody loves the Dallas Cowboys in media more than him? In big media, big sports media.
In big media?
Yeah.
He's the only one that I know.
That joker loved that boy, breathed him down. A lot of the time when him and Shannon got into it, it was like a Monday after y'all done lost a tough one. And Skip is really in his feelings. Like it ain't no act.
Because he's acting like a fan.
Yes.
And Shannon is trying to be he's trying to give you stats.
It was brilliant.
Skip ain't trying to hear that shit.
It was brilliant TV though, because even going back to when he was at ESPN, I'm gonna be
Stephen
the
A.
Cowboy.
being the hater.
Bam. Perfect. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Skip and Shannon when it came to LeBron. I'm gonna be the LeBron hater. You gonna be the guy saying, "Go James, go James, go James." Instant TV. And I don't even think Shannon. I don't think Shannon hate the damn Dallas Cowboys. Why would he hate the Dallas Cowboys? He played for the Denver Broncos. If anybody you hate, Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
But you had to take that role of my homeboy because Skip was taking. He anti Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes showing you that man different.
Skip, that man, we talk about on NFL level right there next.
No, Skip just so it's he was brilliant at having those opposites. And right now, Keyshawn Johnson ain't doing it for him like that. He got Paul Pierce on there, but Paul
from the hood.
Paul do better when he out for a little Hennessy sitting there with KG.
That's it. Podcasting like us.
Them boys be lit. They be lit then. Okay, that be entertaining. But no, it ain't working out for him, man. It might be end of a long run. That boy in his 70s now. The man chose not to have children so he can do this stuff, man.
Yep.
That's different. That's
crazy. That's crazy.
That's a different type of dedication to this sports game now.
Yeah, man. Then we got the NFL. We got the NFL coming up in here, man. We got, like we already talked about earlier, we talked about Goodell saying, fuck NBA basketball on Christmas Day. Fuck baseball when it comes down to the World Series. And if we touch college football, fuck y'all too. We coming in and taking over this shit.
They used to defer to college, because college is like your farm league. They used to let college have their days. Bruh, NFL come in on a Thursday night. And remember, we used to get some college Thursday night games.
Oh, yeah.
NFL like, nah, we want any day we can come on, we coming. We coming.
Even during COVID, when we had the Tuesday game. Because remember, they
sure did. Then they give us a Tuesday game.
They gave us a Tuesday game.
Bruh.
They gave us a game where it was damn near a blizzard in Buffalo. They played the damn game somewhere else.
Man.
On a win. I said, you know what? So the NFL is some gangsters.
They working the shop, them boys, man. They got the worst union. I'm so disappointed with them guys in their last CBA. Seemed like all they were able to get is fewer padded practices, and they got a chance to smoke weed.
No guaranteed contract.
But none, like, bruh. And the running backs get done so badly. That rookie scale, I get it. There's some quarterbacks when we were growing up. There was some quarterbacks we were growing up that got some bags off of being drafted high.
Yeah.
turned out to be trash. Okay, that's true.
Well, and you know the reason why they had the rookie scale though too. I'm gonna give you a couple of names. Sam Bradford.
That's
He
one of the
got
guys
drafted.
that come to mind.
Sam Bradford.
Yeah,
Jamarcus Russell.
that's another one that comes to mind.
But I wouldn't call Jamarcus Russell trash. I think he was in a bad situation.
Okay, now that's interesting.
He was in a bad
You
situation.
gonna give him some grace?
I'm gonna give him some grace right
Okay,
there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the Sam Bradford contract was just so asinine. Like, bro, what have you done in the NFL? What you did in college don't mean nothing because when the last time Oklahoma won a damn college football national championship?
Oh, don't say that too loud, now, Doc. You know, Oklahoma,
I could care less about
Texas.
Oklahoma, and I could care. I could give two shits about Texas.
Bob just said, you know how these programs, Michigan was in this pot until just now.
Yep.
These are programs who they really smell themselves, but you were like, where the national title at? Where it at? Where it at?
I mean, but Michigan
They just got it done. They just got it done. But before what just happened this year, I hadn't seen them win the big thing since we saw my boy, the boy who had the rolls in his mouth. He played both sides of the ball. A lot of people said Woodson. Since Woody. Hell, that was in the 90s, Doc.
Yep.
I was probably 100 pounds when that happened, Doc. Shit. That long time ago. But they just got it done. They just got it done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. That's why they did it, because of them kind of contract. Ryan Lee, thank you, said. Okay. Yep, that's another one. So I get that. But the running back position is one of those positions that you can come in, like what you do on tape in college really does translate. Like NFL. You really can hit the ground running and come in with all-purpose yards and all that kind of stuff. But you got me on this rookie deal, so you finna work the shit out of me on this first contract.
Mm-hmm.
Put all these hits on my body. Well, I already got all these touches on my body from high school and college, but you gonna work the hell out of me on this when I'm cheap. Then when it's time for me to get paid, you ain't gonna pay me as a running back.
But you know what? It's so crazy. I know. So back in the late 90s and a little bit early 2000, so I would say when here in Tech, Cedric Benson.
Oh, Cedric Benson. I remember Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson, God rest his soul, man. That man carried his whole high school football team to 3 straight state championships in the highest level, right? At the time. So it was 5A. Took his talents to Texas. So we going right up, you coming right behind the heels of Ricky Williams. Mm-hmm. And he coming in. And he take all them hits and the pounding and the carries and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he get to the NFL where he was doing his job, but because he took all that punishment, he was ineffective. You know what I'm saying? For the after he left after he left Cincinnati. Because he had a rejuvenate in Cincinnati. When he was in Chicago, they tried to run him ragged. But when he got to Cincinnati, they kind of opened up the offense a little bit. And it wasn't just for him. It was for Ocho. And it was for Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer was quarterback at the time. TJ, it was to open up that whole offense. It was to give a breather for the defense. You don't see that. Unless your name ain't Adrian Peterson, where you could take all the damn. The man with Adrian Peterson ran for like over 300 something, about over 350 carries each year in high school at Palestine here in Texas.
I was just about to ask you what kind of carry they were putting on Cedric Benson back then.
Cedric Benson they ran. So Midland Lee never had a spread offense. They was a primarily running team.
Mm-hmm.
They was run left, run right, run up the middle was said. And they went to 3 straight championships. And they won 3 straight championships off of that.
And see, people don't consider that, man. Like, really, these young men and women, once they start playing, I'll say high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's really a career.
That's
Like, I
correct.
know when we were coaching, we worked the dog shit out of our players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you went to school, then you come to us, and we work the shit out of you for 2 to 3 hours, for real, for real. And that was basketball. But then you go to football, and you're doing the same thing, but you going out there and dealing with that violence on them Friday nights for
Yeah.
no money,
For nothing.
for nothing, just the love of the game and love of your school, love of your hood, love of your community. Those hits add up. So if I was getting 350 carries in a high school, then I make it to college, I'm finna get 20 touches. For back we coming up, Adrian Peterson, he gonna get 20 touches at Oklahoma. Cedric Benson gonna get 20 touches. Okay. Them hits ain't left your body when you make it to the league, baby. It's only so many.
But it was just something about Adrian Peterson, AD all day.
Hey, he amazing.
It was just something about him that Negro was a damn machine.
He was amazing.
Like he was built. He was a man. He was a man's man playing a little boy's game. Like for real.
But that's another reason why I love NIL. I actually love NIL because I believe these youngins, even going all the way down to high school, if you the coldest high school running back where you live, then damn the place that y'all go on Fridays to get the fried fish, goddamn it, you should be able to get some money off them. You should be able to do a commercial for them and make some money. Okay, you know, because you putting your body on the line already. You should be able to, and you are a star in this community, so you should be able to make some money off of that, man. Because you might not go to the league. It might just cap out right there at high school. It might cap out at Jackson State University. Okay. And you should be able to make something off that for what you do for us, the entertainment you provide for us, the marketing you do for the school. The number one marketer of our school is the football team. Because you on TV. But again, I'm an educator as well. So I was a coach and a real teacher.
Yep.
And I'm an entertaining teacher. Okay. But 60,000 people don't want to come see me teach kids about Theodore Roosevelt and the passage of the Meat Inspection Act. 60,000 people don't want to watch me do that. So, but TC gonna get them up in there, and I get that. Okay, so if TC can get 300,000 though, can Mr. Herb Mulligan get what he getting? You know what I'm saying? Can Jacoby get what he get? And that's for kids all around the country. Now, of course, it needs to be regulated more.
Right.
But I would say it's regulated more now than it was when everything was under the table. I've heard some wild stories.
Ooh, man,
and I know you done heard some stories because you in Texas. I'm in Mississippi. Well, football is a religion.
I'm gonna be like this.
Somebody probably
since we on this
oil well out there where y'all at. They brought on part. I'll give you some oil wells. That land got oil.
That take me right there because the King Conference that was doing all that shit was the Southwest Conference. You had number Texas schools and Arkansas coming up in this thing.
I know where you going. Come on.
So we talking about let's get it to the late 70s, early 80s. Let's get it to the SMU Pony Express.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's get into how Eric Dickinson got a gold Trans Am from Texas A&M, and he was where he went to high school at is close to College Station. It's Sealy is an A&M town, and he told them, "Nope, I don't want to go there. I'm going to take my talents to SMU. SMU went and said he don't want nothing to do with this car. The car is in his granny's name. We'll pay it off.
Cars in the granny day.
No, it was actually in his granny's name.
I mean, they have all these slick tricks, man. They got
Yeah,
all
they got these slick tricks.
yeah.
You big time slick when your governor is actually at the time Bill Clemens, who was the governor of Texas. He wasn't even a Republican. He was a Republican. He was on the board of trustees for SMU. And it was a dude named Sherwood Blunt who was pretty much the mastermind of this whole pay for play scheme right here. And I wouldn't even call it a scheme because on the real, these dudes deserve to get paid for what they did.
Oh yeah,
because at the time SMU was being ran into the ground. We ain't talking about Dope Walker was 30 years prior to what we got right now. All right. So they come in, they win the Southwest Conference. They win it 4 out of 5 times. You got Eric Dickinson and Craig James. I don't even know if they paid Craig James some money to get him from Houston Stratford up to Dallas. But at some point in time, he got his ass up here to Dallas. They became the Pony Express. And we talking about Reggie Dupont. We talking about Michael Carter, Michelle Carter's daddy. By the way, if you don't know, Michelle Carter, who was a shot put champion and an Olympian. She's a gold medalist. Yeah, that's her daughter. That's his daughter.
Right and we gotta come back to that statement about the Olympics too.
Yeah, we're gonna come back. Yeah, but I'm just saying, pay them dudes because they did. And the only reason why this shit stopped because it was a dude that he was away from home. The main was on. He got hurt. He got hurt, and they kicked him off the team. He got into the dope. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens when you get hurt, you try to find something to numb that pain right there. Mm-hmm. So he got into the dope. They told him they's like, if we don't pay this dude, he gonna start singing.
To try to get hush money.
That's what happened. Mm-hmm. He was a snitch. He was a snitch. He snitched on everybody.
Okay.
And you know what a snitch is. A snitch is you tell on everybody because you doing the same shit as everybody else is doing. All right. You try to get yourself some leeway for yourself. But at the end of the day, we all know what happened. They done got caught with their hand in the candy jar and said, fuck all that. You're going on the death penalty.
Which is wild, man, because ain't nowhere in the hell they were the only one doing that, bro.
No, we know. University of Texas was doing that.
Bro.
Texas A&M was doing that. TCU was doing that, and they was horrible at doing it because them Negroes were some losers. University of Houston tried to do it, but they tried to do it not on the football side. They tried to do it on the basketball side. I ain't gonna lie to you on that. I don't even see how you get.
They had Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler.
King coming over from Africa because he was supposed to go to the Northeast. Clyde from Houston. So Clyde Drexler from Houston. So
they dropped the bag off so he can stay home though.
Stay home.
See, that's the type of shit we compete with, bro. Like in the HBCU space, just trying to get folks, especially like my youngins, especially people who don't pay attention to socioeconomic issues and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, not only are we outnumbered, I mean, we so segregated. I think a lot of folks be thinking that the demographic numbers are closer than they are. When actually it's like 40 million of us, and it's like 240 million white people. Like, it ain't close. Mm-hmm. But then when you look at the wealth disparity, Then you look at the power disparity, the influence disparity. You just told me that the governor of Texas,
At that time,
the governor was in on
he
the
was
paper
in
play.
on it. He was in on it. He was like, "Hey, we gotta keep paying these dudes until they matriculate after school.
Like, come
After
on,
they
man.
matriculate after school,
Come on, bro.
then we
That's
stop."
tough. That's tough.
But you can't do that because everybody else is going to see it.
The only chance we would have to do some stuff like that would be like if Benny Thompson was trying to help us somehow do something. But Tate Reeves gonna do everything in his power to make sure all them boys that be in the Danny Dozen of the Clarion Ledger that they go to Mississippi State and Ole Miss, Southern Miss. Okay, I don't know which school he went to. Okay, but
I think he went to Southern Miss.
I know Phil Bryan with the Southern Miss. Okay, I know that's I know where he went.
I don't even know get on him.
I don't know where Tate went, but I know where he don't want them boys to go. So to have a governor be in on the deal to
He
get
was
them
in on that jump, bro.
that's the kind of shit
It's on 30 for 30.
Oh yeah.
And guess who wrote? And guess who wrote the article? I mean, Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless used to write
he
for
was
Dallas.
down there.
Skip
Yeah.
Bayless used to write for the Dallas Times Herald. My mom remember who Skip Bayless was.
Skip, he didn't put in work. The man used to be a real journalist, for real. I give him credit for that.
He put in work.
I got to give him credit for that. I read one of his books. I did enjoy his book about your Dallas Cowboys. It's called God's Coach. I think you'll enjoy that one.
Yeah. I read it. My uncle gave me that book. Yeah, my uncle gave me that book and stuff. Like, you know, and then of course you talk about the North Dallas 40. That movie right there was a lot. Told you a whole bunch about the Cowboys back in the 60s and the 70s. Woo!
Shit, boy,
I'm just saying
stuff, man. Y'all had some characters, man.
Go back into the 70s. Thomas Hollywood Henderson.
Ooh, that's a character there, baby.
He was a character.
Yes.
Guess what? He from the hood because he went to South Oak Cliff.
Okay.
He went to school in East Texas at I think it was Texas A&M. It was East Texas State University, but it's Texas A&M Commerce now.
Okay.
And then he come home. He played for the Cowboys. Can't have it no better way.
That's a dream now.
But when you get caught up with the coke and the dope and everything, shoot, it is what it is. And then of course, Calvin Hill, we had him on the team. Grant Hill's daddy. For those that don't know, that's Grant Hill's daddy.
Some of them
don't know.
Some of the youngins don't know that.
I won't even call him a character. He was like Bill Cosby. Because
he
was like Bill Cosby,
But I think having Landry be like this religious guy with the suits and the hat, and then having Roger Staubach being all buttoned up, and having Hill and Dorsett. I think all that kind of masks some of these other guys who definitely was like the Hendersons on y'all squad, baby.
Randy White.
Yeah.
Randy White.
That dude there. That's a character there, Jack. You know what I'm saying? He can play some ball.
Charlie Waters, Cliff Harris. Yeah, they all can play some ball. Yeah. Then we got Everson Walls from Grambling. Yeah, they all played. They was all some characters, man. And then you move on into the 90s. So we talked about this last time with my Cowboys in the 90s. We talked about Troy Aikman, who was the quintessential, he was a consummate professional. You know what I'm saying? Troy Aikman. He just got hit in the head too much.
Different time. I be trying to tell these youngins.
He got hooked on painkillers.
Listen, the way they were hitting that boy back then, Doc. Shit, I understand why he got hooked on.
The way that LeVar Arrington said, "Fuck you, your career is today," on that hit on the out of bounds play when LeVar played for Washington. We talk about no neck LeVar Arrington. Yeah.
Tom Brady is not playing to no 45 years old if he had to play all through that era. It ain't happening. It
No.
ain't happening. All these new rules that they came up, you can't drive the quarterback to the ground. You can't hit him low. Can't hit him below. You can't do this. This is 15 yards. That right there, just tap that helmet, 15 yards. So what
But
up,
we
man?
already know.
What up?
So what? But you already know the reason why for this right here. That man, Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones said the head slap.
Hey, that boy was cold. That
He
boy
was
was
cold.
cold.
He was
Now,
cold.
listen, that was a different game back then. The shit I be with, I go back and watch that shit because I really be researching this stuff. I go try to watch the game.
Yeah.
Man, them boys, that's a different level of physicality.
What you
That
think
they
about
got.
this?
Wow.
What?
These folks, that's what I be saying. I don't want to hear shit from any of these conservatives when they
About
watch.
Art Browse.
No. When they watch my shit and they see me talking unfiltered and they got something to say, but then they go hire people like Art Browse, okay, or they go vote for people like Donald Trump. Like, bro, miss me with that. How y'all gonna hire this dude after all that, bro? Like,
But he was exonerated from that. It was just the reputation that followed him. No, he had nothing to do with that. He wasn't no Joe Paterno.
hey,
Joe Paterno knew about the shit and didn't tell nobody else.
we had
So
a president by the name of Harry S. Truman. On his desk, he had a little thing that you know y'all them shits you put on your desk. It said the buck stops here. When you the man, when you are the head coach, you are the CEO of a program.
So here's the thing though, because Art Brown was going to be hired in the HBCU world when Hugh Jackson brought him in as the OC for Grambling, and everybody well, we want everybody, but the old guard was in the uproar, and when I mean by the old guard, that I'm talking about Doug Williams' old ass. Come on. The man is an offensive genius. Now, if you want to go back, now I'll tell you about Art Browse.
That's so negative. We'll talk to him.
Art Browse started in high school, Stephenville High School. Man won 4 of them things. 4. He had arguably one of the best quarterbacks that came through that school, named Brandon Stewart. He went to Tennessee, transferred from Tennessee, went to Texas A&M, and then guess what? He the one who coached Kevin Cole in high school, sitting on down. And guess when he left Stephenville, he went down to University of Houston.
Look at what Sid just said. Look at it's some of this back door. It's some of this shaky. Look at that.
Yeah. You
All
scratch
this
my back,
connection.
I scratch yours.
Yeah, that's what it is. But
So
like
he went down to Houston. Guess what? He brought Kevin Cole down to Houston. Got him drafted. Playing for the damn Philadelphia Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. I'm a Cowboys fan. And then he did his job, got the job at Baylor, turned that whole school around. Because I'm sorry, Baylor, y'all was dumpster juice in the Big 12 in the early mid 2000s. He the one who brought RG3 from the Cove, from the Copper's Cove, down the street to Baylor.
Right.
Turned that man into a Heisman Trophy winner.
He did that. I'm not knocking his coaching ability whatsoever. We saw it. I mean, the proof is in the pudding with that.
We saw it. But
when you
getting the handout,
when you are the CEO, it's kind of like we were talking about earlier. Yep. Like I said about TC being the head man, or anybody in a manager. You a manager. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a leadership position, you gonna get the blame for whatever goes on underneath you, because folks gonna say, either you knew and ain't do shit about it, or you should have known.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, you gotta forgive me. I'm a history teacher, okay? But like doing a damn crack epidemic. Well, these motherfuckers was sending this cocaine into this country,
Mm-hmm.
and our government was funding these folks who was sending the cocaine into the country. But then Reagan said, I ain't know nothing about that. I didn't know nothing about that. But folks underneath him, Oliver North, this motherfucker get indicted and everything. So folks looking at Reagan, and he act like he had no knowledge because they want plausible deniability. But the thing is, either you should have known, either you don't know what the fuck going on in your administration, or in this case, our browser didn't know what was going on in his program, or you did know, and you said, man, fuck all that. We trying to win these football games. Shit,
That's the thing. I feel like he didn't really know what was going on in the program, because you talking about watching over 100 some kids and being the daddy over 100 some kids, right?
right?
It's not like what we saw with Paterno, because Paterno knew he got a goddamn booty snatch up in his damn program on his coaching staff, and he didn't say nothing. Didn't say anything. That's the reason why he lost the job.
Right.
That's the reason why most of those wins was vacated. You know what I'm saying?
But do you that's right, Iran Contra said, know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I got think back with Ole Miss. Okay. Ole Miss got rid of
what year we talk about
with Freeze, wasn't it? Didn't they get Freeze up out of there on some morality shit?
Freeze got out there for some morality stuff.
And then look, he go here, go there, then boom, right back in the SEC. Like, these folks don't really care about that for real, man. They try to act like they have this moral compass, and unfortunately,
really don't.
I see a lot of us doing that now, and I don't like that. Like with this Diddy shit, every time some new news come out about him, I keep saying, "Hey, it's some Diddy's right around here. It's some Diddy's right." Real ones know. I let the world know this here. A damn wannabe Diddy tried me when I was a child. Touched me inappropriately when I was asleep. And the only reason I know this, because the sick motherfucker called me and told me what he did. That bastard tried to shake my hands about 2 months ago in Walmart. I had told him, bro, don't try to shake my hand.
Right.
I was finna whoop his ass in Walmart, Doc. It was finna go down up in this bitch, dog. Because I ain't no child, I'm grown ass man.
When the college mama say, hey, need the bail money.
It'd be an ass whooping now, you know what I'm talking about? But it's a lot of Diddies out here, bro. But a lot of folks in our culture just pointing at Diddy, but you ain't pointing at your daddy, you ain't pointing at your stepdaddy, you ain't pointing at your uncle, you ain't pointing at. We gotta clean all this shit up. Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Zoe. You remember he did that? Yeah.
He was a work for them boppers.
Yeah, he was. Now, can he draw up a damn good play? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Can he get you open? Yes, he can. But did he want them boppers on the line?
He had them on the line. I think 36 was coming through Ole Miss.
That's right. Wow, simultaneously he was popping all this church shit. Come on, dude.
And was winning at the same time, too. So
He was winning.
And winning at the same time, too. So, your NFL team.
My Green Bay
Packers.
That's my squad. And it's a sad reason why they my Packers. I started loving them when that man was the quarterback. Ain't that a bitch? Y'all know the man I'm talking about. The man
it's a damn documentary out on that shit too. Shout out to Kamikaze.
I had to cut that shit off, man, cause I'm talking about Brett Favre, by the way. We talking about Brett Favre.
You got mad at them motherfuckers.
Yeah, Zoe. I'm a Packer man, dog. I love that. Look, before we knew he was a bitch, man. I love the enthusiasm he played the game with. Like, so when we would play football at recess, I'll go out there, be playing quarterback, throw a touchdown. I'll be running around and shit after we scored a touchdown just like him. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this man was going to turn out to be bitch ass. I didn't know this, man. I did not know this. So This I had to cut the documentary off because our what is that? Our state auditor, Shad.
Shad White.
Yeah, the man, he ain't trying to do right. He ain't trying to get no justice. All this man trying to do is build up his profile so he can run for governor, bruh. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Because all this other shit that he put on Twitter, anti-DEI, this and all that kind of stuff, he ain't doing nothing that got to do with really doing his damn job. For real, for real. So, y'all got me worried a little bit. For the first time in a long time, y'all got me worried, and that's because of y'all new quarterback. I am a little worried about the Bears. I haven't had to be worried about the Bears for quite a long time. Okay? Because Aaron Rodgers told y'all he used to own y'all as crazy as he is. Look at what I'm dealing with over here, Doc. I had 30 years of Hall of Fame quarterback play. Both of them crazy as hell. Both of them turned out to be crazy as hell. I got 2 Super Bowls.
One just a thief, one a thief, and the other one on some other shit. But then you got Jordan Love. Jordan Love is
I'm hoping.
Because he beat us. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got us. Y'all got us. Y'all got us.
I'm hoping he can keep this thing in the road. But I am worried about Caleb Williams up there. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Y'all got him. Y'all, man. But
what you don't believe in Caleb? What you think? What you think Caleb gonna do?
Believe not in the first year. Not in this first year.
What's your ceiling on him? Ceiling.
Now the NFC North is on real. I ain't gonna say they on the downside, but because y'all been
Detroit was good last year.
You know what I mean? Yeah, what I'm saying is for the longest it's been between the Packers and the Vikings.
True.
Now the bottom two, the Bears and the Lions, have been trying to make some noise. I would say with the Bears, man, if Caleb can get the team to 10-7 and a wild card spot, that's good. That's a good thing right there.
Do you think he's gonna be able to handle the elements playing?
He ain't got no choice.
It's some elements.
But he ain't got no choice.
He
from DC. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, that's where he's from?
He's from DC.
Okay.
Nigga, you know how to play in the fucking snow.
Okay.
You
I didn't know you was from DC.
In the rain. Okay. You from DC. Come on now. Like, I would say this. The Bears, Zoe, I know you and Uncle said y'all Bears fans. And Nook. I know Nook is Bears fan too.
Y'all are too good of men to be Bears fans. Okay? You're too good for that.
But I will say this. If you got the pieces with Caleb Williams, Oduzier as a receiver, I forgot who the damn running back is. But if you got that and you fix the defense up, and the blocking, the offensive line was the main issues for the longest for the Bears. I say y'all go 10-7, you get a wild card spot. Because on the real, Minnesota ain't going nowhere. Who your quarterback gonna be? Cause your quarterback took his talents down south to the Booty Shake Club over to Magic City to get them lemon pepper wings and $180 million from the Falcons.
Hey, that boy right there done finessed the league.
He done finessed the league on 3 different occasions.
Finesse, dog. Like it's a lot of guys over there in the NBA. I know that in finesse. Okay, it's a lot of guys that come to mind at the finesse. But in the NFL, this been the number one finesser of the bag, dog.
But here's the thing. He had to wait till he got out of Washington, right, to get the finesse. Because he finessed the Vikings the first time. Whoever his agent is, whoever Kirk Cousins' agent is,
I need him.
We need him.
Contact me now.
To get everything guaranteed.
Yep.
He ain't got to worry about nothing else. He ain't got to worry about no incentives or nothing like that. 3 years, $84 million guaranteed.
Give me my money.
He give him money. Then he turn around and get another deal for 40 years. I forgot the numbers on it. But guess what? All that shit was guaranteed. He ain't trying to hit none of that. It's $170 million, but $120 million was guaranteed. He ain't trying to hear all that. He want all his money. He want every last ducat.
He getting it.
And he getting it.
Kirk Cousins.
The question is, do he deserve it like that though?
Shit, no.
No.
Shit, no. And I do have more respect for him after watching quarterback. Shout out to whoever was behind that. Okay, that that documentary they had on Netflix showing us the ins and outs of those guys. I think they had him on there. They had Patrick Mahomes, of course. They had the guy, he won the Heisman from Oregon.
Talking about I'm thinking Mariota.
Yeah, they had Mariota.
Mariota. Okay.
So it was dope, and I saw how much Kirk really cares about the game. He puts a lot into the game. Puts a lot into it, but you also see he ain't got that it. Like some of the shit that he was doing to get ready for the game, Pat Mahomes wasn't doing none of that shit. He just going out there being a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Pat Mahomes wasn't like that in high school like that. Pat Mahomes, I ain't talking about like that. But I'm just saying, Pat Mahomes, when he was at White House, is about 15 minutes outside of Tyler, right?
Okay.
So he was at White House. His biggest game, the man threw for almost 600 yards in a playoff game, and they lost.
600 yards?
He threw for close to 600 yards, 8 touchdowns in the game, in a high school game, and they lost to a defensive team. Malik Jefferson was on that team, played for Mesquite Poteet.
They ain't sounding too defensive now if they gave up 600 yards through the air.
Right. Because they were going back. They were going back and forth.
Okay.
But and then when you see with Pat Mahomes, the evolution of him didn't start until he left Tech, right? Because I feel like this. Cliff Kingsbury, who by far is one of the best quarterbacks to come out to me, by far, who's one of the best quarterbacks to come out of Texas Tech, didn't do him no justice as a head coach. Right? He didn't give him no line. So we talking about Mike Leach done took his talents to Washington State, right? Because he got fired from Tech. He got fired. Remember, Mike Leach got fired from Tech for what he did to Craig James' son.
Oh no, I missed this story. I didn't know how he ended up going up there. What happened now?
So Craig James' son, Adam James, played receiver, right?
Okay.
He was concussed majority of his career, right? So Mike Leach damn near did something what like Jimmy Johnson used to do. When Jimmy Johnson told the dude that the atmosphere was on the other side, and then he proceeded to cut him the same day. He told this kid, since you concuss all the time, since you have migraines all the time, since like the sun is giving you all these migraines, how about you go to this storage closet right here so you won't get no sun, you won't get no migraine, you won't get no concussion. Put the man in a storage closet.
He did that to Craig James, huh?
Yes.
Damn, that's bold.
He bold with it. Yeah. And they found out. Guess what? It was just like Bobby Knight when he got fired from Tech. Same thing. He got fired from Tech.
But that's wild. You know, Craig James got some juice. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, he got juice. And this one, Craig James was still, he was still in the broadcast game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He had some juice.
So he took his talents up to Washington State. But with Pat Mahomes, man, because to me, I feel like if Mike Leach was still the head coach at Tech, God rest his soul, if he was still the head coach at Tech, him getting Patrick Mahomes on his team, do you know how ignorant that shit would have sound? Would just look like literally video game numbers.
Well, Pat ended up with a genius in the league He might have
Right.
missed out on the one on the collegiate level.
Right.
But he ended up with a genius in the league. And that's why now I be saying my brothers be getting on me about this. They swear I be trying to pull down statues. Okay. That's what they say when I start saying with my takes about guys who everybody holds in high regard. Okay. So, all right, if y'all say I'm pulling down a statue, go ahead. I still say pump the brakes a little bit on Pat. This is why. This is only why. Pat was very blessed. Pause. Pause. He was very blessed to be drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. You got a guy who is clearly, arguably the greatest offensive mind ever. Okay, most people gonna say on the defensive side, they're gonna get at probably Bill Belichick. But when it comes to offense, we've seen this man make a star out of Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
We've seen this man revitalize Vic
Mike Vick.
coming out of prison. So imagine if Vic could have had him in Atlanta. Oh my God, that would have been so.
Oh, and guess what? He also had don't do too much Alex Smith.
Had Alex Smith. Man, they were winning the division. I mean, they were winning. They were winning. Travis was already a Pro Bowler. Okay. Like he already had
Tyreek Hill.
already had all this. So Pat comes into this with the fastest receiver in the league, a tight end who was already on this arc, you know what I'm saying, and an offensive genius. And now you add his big arm to it, his mobility, his competitiveness. Because Pat is very competitive.
Yeah.
I love that about Pat. See that I told my brothers before, a lot of what I see Pat do, I saw prime Aaron Rodgers do. But prime Aaron Rodgers never gave off this level of competitor. This man, Mahomes, dog, that motherfucker want it.
Yeah.
He want it, man. And you to have that at your quarterback position, that's tough. And my boy,
They call him
boy
Big Meech. They call him Big Meech of the NFL. Cause that's who he is, Big Meech.
Hey, he on it, man. But I want to see what he can do without Travis.
Right. I want to see as far as on the north, Jared Goff got it done without having Sean McVay in his ear last year. He did what he did. He got paid for it. He got compensated very well. Because this man, the team was this close. It was gonna be a pimped out Super Bowl last season.
Oh yeah, it was gonna be some Gators in that thing. Okay.
We talking about Detroit.
The shades were gonna be popping.
I thought it was gonna be Detroit and Baltimore. It was gonna be a pimped out thing up in there. All the pencil players.
Too much drip. They ain't want all that drip. They ain't want all that drip.
I'm just saying, but to do that without having Sean McVay in his ear and to revitalize his career in Detroit, because they said, well, you're nothing without Sean McVay. And he proved it that I don't need him to be in my ear. I will watch out for that team right there too. Them boys in that Honolulu blue and silver, I will definitely watch out for them boys right there. Then on the NFC South, I don't care because they always come out. It's always a different team that wins that division. I got you. But at the same time, it is what it is. It didn't my Cowboys. We just got to take back the East. But man, look, we talk more about NFL later on, man. But tell everybody where they can find you at. And also, man, tell them about the things that you do on Instagram when it comes towards speaking about autism with your boy.
All right, well, I'll start there. For those of y'all that don't know, my son has autism. We caught it, pretty early. Given, my background as an educator and given my wife's background, and my wife says I didn't want to accept it. but we did do what we needed to do and go and get the diagnosis. And that was the beginning of our journey, you know what I'm saying? And at one point along the way, I decided that I was gonna make my son's diagnosis have meaning. You know how people say everything happened for a reason. And I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna give this shit a reason.
Yeah.
I'm finna give it a reason. And I want to make my son the face of autism awareness. So I've been doing that. Um, uh, and that's been working. That's what I'm talking about, like with movement shit. You know, the stuff of me posting about him ain't always gonna do the biggest numbers. I think I've gone viral a couple times
Yeah.
with doing the stuff about him. Uh, but it ain't even about that with that stuff. That's movement stuff. You know what I'm talking about? That's trying to help folks who are out there going through the same thing. A lot of fathers, a lot of mothers out there that are dealing with the same thing. A lot of people with autism who chime in and say, you know, I wish my father got it like you get it with your kid. I wish my mother, my family, all that kind of stuff. So it's a very prevalent condition, way more prevalent than people think. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
prevalent condition. So just trying to raise awareness about that as much as I can. I don't have everything figured out here. I don't have things figured out with my daughter, and she ain't got no goddamn autism. Okay, being a parent is tough.
It
It
is.
is tough. It is tough. It's tough. But just trying to show people a black man being a real father for real, for real. That to go with everything else, okay? Because IG Entertainment, my company, we try to entertain, educate, and inspire, okay? But of course, I got to do that entertain first because that's gonna open the doors for everything else. So if you want to be entertained, educated, and inspired, you can go over there and follow me on Instagram as first_realist_100. I think I'm up to 55.9 thousand followers right now. I need y'all to help me get to 60,000. Okay. I want to be able to say that I got the same amount of followers that can pack the vet. That's what I want to be able to say. Okay. So
Let's go.
go ahead and get me up to that 60K over there for real, because the bigger I become, the more I can help our institution and our community. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because it's wrong, but this is just the case. People dick ride celebrities. They
Yep.
do. People dick ride celebrities, and we saw that during the prime era. We had
Mm-hmm.
folks talking about us who never talked about us. We had folks showing us love and giving us attention that never gave us attention, and then they stopped that shit when the celebrity left. Well, you have a rising celebrity right here, goddamn it. So fuck with me because I am us. I am one of yours. So you ain't got to worry about me doing what that motherfucker did. You understand? So follow me over there, first_realist_100. Follow me on Twitter, at first_realist. They got me shadow banned over there. Okay. Elon,
On
what
Twitter.
up, man? What's up? Okay.
Oh,
But
dark love Twitter.
yeah, man. But it is what it is. On Facebook, it's just type in first letter. Make sure you put that $sign in there though, because I am about that money. I'm approaching 10,000 followers over there, and on Facebook, that's a big mark. So help me get to that. I think I'm at 9.8 thousand or something over there, and I'm on Threads. Okay, I know a lot of folks don't fool with Threads, but I am on Threads. Okay, I think I'm at 8,000
Mm-hmm.
followers over there. It's the same as Instagram at first_realist_100. Whenever China let go of TikTok, I will get on TikTok then, but I don't trust my own government, so I don't trust China. So when they get off of it, I will get on there then, okay? But I appreciate Doc for letting me come on, bro. Make sure y'all go out and buy the record. It's 99 cents. 99 cents, okay? As I
Yep.
told y'all in my joint, we don't really make no money off streams for real like that. I make less than a cent off a stream. It's like 0.001234, something like that. Okay. So drop that 99 cent, get that record, play that record. Okay. It's anthemic for us. It's from the perspective of TC Taylor, D Coach. You feel me? So that's it, man. I appreciate you allowing me to come on, dog.
Oh man, we good, bro. You good. You like family. You family over here, bro. Man, look, y'all go check out everything about him. Check out his platform. Check everything out about him. My favorite one about when you do your shorts is the street light. You know,
Look, that's the one. That
you
one right
know.
there.
I
That
told
one.
people my uncle was like this. My uncle was like, we lived in Cedar Hill. Cedar Hill was a suburb, bro.
Okay.
But I told my uncle was like, damn that. Nigga, you from Oak Cliff. That during the crack epidemic and stuff
Right.
like that.
Man, that one did.
When it's time for if it's time for you to go
right.
home, get in the house, be in the house for that street light come on before we
Relate to
can
that,
your
man.
ass.
That shit did 6.7 million views, man. That shit took my Instagram from 2,000 followers to like 20,000 in like a month. And like since then, it just been rolling. Said yes, I'm gonna definitely be covering the Olympics
Yeah.
because this is a first fact right here. This is a little known fact. For the longest, the biggest segment and put it on some history was a segment about track and field. It was a segment I did about Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay. That was the biggest segment. It had like 7,000 views. My views on YouTube be way different than the Instagram.
Yeah.
We be doing hundreds of thousands. And like I got one right now asking who the GOAT of the grown folks movies. Okay. That's
I gotta check that out.
I think that's at 600,000 right now. Okay. But shout out. That's one of my real ones right there. Shout out to you. Shout out.
She
Okay.
she the main moderator over here.
Shout out Queen. Shout out Queen. But yeah, about Sha'Carri, dog, was like 7,000 for the long before some of my Jackson State content passed it.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest segment was about track. So, and I used to coach track too. A lot of people don't know that. I coach basketball, but a lot of folks don't know that I coach track. And actually, I love basketball the most, but I loved coaching track more than I did basketball.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
It was. I don't know if it was because my background wasn't in it and the way I had to throw myself into that.
Right.
And
You gotta teach yourself it.
Bruh, I was on this shit. My wife would tell you, Jack. I was running them numbers. I knew what my boys needed to run in every damn event, and I was working the shit out of them to get them to that number. And we did well, man. We won district. Well, one year I was assistant coach. The year I was assistant coach, we won state runner up. And I was over the distance guys then. So the 400 guys were mine. Which that is a sprint. You still gotta have some stamina to do that shit. But 400 guys, 800 guys were mine, 1,600 and 3,200. You gotta have some dogs, man. That's some laps.
Yeah.
3,200, shit, that's some laps. Okay.
Yeah.
But then when I became head coach, we won district. We didn't make it back, to get up there and to win state because they switched us from the north to the south. And here in Mississippi, there's a team down south. I gotta interview somebody from down there, Tylertown.
Ooh.
They have a program down there for track. That shit there is like whatever. Who's a school out there in Texas that for football, they just have all of this prestige and culture. And
So right now in football, it's Duncanville.
okay, that's how this team is. This school is for track and field. And so I beat them in one. I think we beat them in the 200. And that was a very proud moment. My boy was gutting that shit out. We beat them in that, but overall, they just had too many events. And some of my guys did make it to state. So yeah, long story short, I definitely will be covering track. We got some goats. I mean, Simone Biles is a goat. Okay. You gotta cover that. When she show up, when she pull up,
gotta put it up.
you gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, you watching history every time you say shit. Sha'Carri is currently the fastest woman in the world. Okay, we know what them Jamaicans do. Them Jamaicans are incredible. Okay, but Sha'Carri got a mind right. The sister really did some introspection. I could tell that the sisters prayed up. You know what I'm talking about? And I just
shout out to Sha'Carri, Oak Cliff legend. Carter High School. Yeah.
Shout out to all them folk down. If that's how y'all running out there, goddamn, okay. She the shit. I think think the men's team, I'm a little worried. They say we're gonna have our legends.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have Brun from what I'm hearing. Gonna have Brun, gonna have Steph, gonna have these guys. I'm still a little worried about the rest of the world though, man, because I mean these outside motherfuckers. You look at the MVP stuff, it be folks that ain't from here. You know what I'm saying?
Jokic.
So I'm a little worried, but I hope that we get it done. I know the women gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Even with all this shit about Caitlin Clark, oh boo boo, we gonna win the gold. Okay, and hopefully people watch and see how incredible they are. It's gonna be interesting to see what the men do on the track side of things. So just overall, it's the Olympics, baby. I mean, shit,
It's the Olympics.
it's the Olympics.
Man, we appreciate it. We could cover that all day. We gonna keep your mom in prayer, man. Tell her I ain't trying to keep her. We ain't trying to keep the sun out too late. You know.
Nah, TJ probably want me to go get her some. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. But as great as I am, it could be countless people around the world be telling me you this, you that, you that, and the third. And my mama still will humble my ass with the quickness. Say, okay, great one, go give me some ice water.
Right.
She go keep me humble. You feel me? And keep
Right.
me hungry. But that's my mama, and I'm forever her baby. For real. For real.
Yeah, man. That's the same thing with my mom. Sure. Like I told people, they asked me who I was gonna take when I went to the SWAC championship game in December. I was like, shit, I'm taking my mama.
That's
As much as my mama had done, like I said, much as my mama had done for me, give me a little $10, $20 so I could get back and forth to work, get something for lunch and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give her time where we just gonna go, and she, even though it rained the whole weekend, she in the stands talking shit to the FAMU folks. I'm out there on the
Let go, mama.
I'm on the field taking pictures and stuff like that.
Let go.
My mama is a G. My mama from South Dallas.
I know. I learned that last time I was on here. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let go. But I need mama. I need to sit next to mama when fam come. Okay.
Oh yeah, she gonna be down there, and with the lady Holiday, she gonna be there because her son goes to Jackson State. So I convinced her son to go to Jackson State. So we already said we're gonna go down there for October the 19th, putting belt to ass on some rattlers and and calling it a day. So we've already made our schedule out to which game we gonna go to, man.
Got to.
Man, but I appreciate you, bro. We're gonna continue that football talk some more.
Oh yeah,
man.
and I'm gonna have you on. We're gonna run that back. So go ahead and be making sure you observing the roster closely now, because I gotta bring you back. I want to make that a tradition, okay? I gotta bring you back on, put it on some, and get your evaluation, your letter grades on all the positions, okay? Because now I told you I don't really pay attention to them boys like that. Okay, with all the bells and whistles and stuff until I see them on the field. But I do value your analysis when it comes to that. Okay, so y'all look out for that when I have Doc on. Put it on something for that.
All right, now appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, dog.
And as always, y'all, this is the last week of the Drive to 205 initiative for going to Birmingham for SWAC Media Day. Appreciate you. Shout out first and foremost. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Barnes for the $50 donation that was done earlier in the show. So we are $350 left for this. It ends on the 17th. Might do a show tomorrow so we can try to get all this out the way. Once we get it, we square it away. I ain't asking for nothing else. If y'all still want to donate, y'all go ahead and donate. Hit the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Zelle. We here. I'm trying to bring you all that good content. If I go to Birmingham, the homegirl, Tamona, is going to be right there along coming in from North Carolina. The dogs, the super team of the KC 1400, Tiger Talk is going to be in the building. Ken, TD, Zoe, D. Corey C. Everybody going to be up in there. Right. We're going to get y'all all that good content about Jackson State football, man.
Already.
Man, we up out this thing. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed. Stay safe. Hug your loved ones and stay dangerous out there. We out this thing. Peace.